All right, everybody, we're trying to do some different things. Hopefully this works out. I forgot some of my electronic devices, so we're having to improvise a little bit here. Hopefully you guys aren't hearing too much background noise. I'll see how much I can get rid of. So, what?
It was just the camera.
Oh, I remember the camera was the SD card. So anyway, we've got another battle report that we're gonna do. We're gonna do this one a little bit differently. We're gonna go back to kind of how we used to do battle reports, and we're gonna add a little bit more, hopefully a little more content, a little more strategy into that. So these battle reports are gonna be a little bit longer than the last couple of them that we've done. Probably pushing, say an hour and a half probably.
Yeah, probably.
So again, we're always trying to make a better product for you guys to watch, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. Anything to say?
Nope.
Look like you just like farted or something. It's much different when you actually see yourself, isn't it?
You're talking about crop.
No, I wasn't talking about crop at that time. I was just remembering Eric's nice comment and rant to that one guy. So I was just thinking to myself, like, yeah, leave us some feedback. And then I'm like, yeah, but don't make it too...
Constructive criticism works.
Yeah.
Constructive criticism works. Anything else, no, I'm not too friendly, so. We haven't even rolled for scenario yet, so we'll go over that a little bit later as far as what scenario we're doing. Yeah, got anything to say? So we've got Jimmy's Ogres. Juicy's Ogres. What are you going to bring?
I'm gonna play Dwarfs.
Yeah, he was making some adjustments once he realized I was playing Ogres, and yeah.
No, thanks.
I saw you.
All right, so we'll get this game going, and we'll show you guys the board, the setup, and we'll talk about the scenario as well.
Yeah.
All right, so let's do the roll. We got a 4 and a 2. So first of all, before you guys decide, let's talk a little bit about what we got. So what scenario do we have?
Dominate.
Dominate.
Yeah.
Should be a good one. Ogres, Dwarfs in the center.
Slugging it out.
Slugging it out.
That's exactly what it's going to be. So real quick, let's talk about the armies that we have here. So we got the Dwarves. What do you have?
Got 2 units of Rock Riders, no war gear or anything.
Okay.
Unit of Berserkers, no war gear. Troop of Berserkers.
Okay.
2 units of Bulwarkers. One has Blessing of the Gods, one has Brew of Strength.
And they're both the ones with the trees on them, right?
Yeah.
Nice. Bringing their own foliage with them.
Shield Breakers, nothing on them.
Shield breakers. Nice.
Flame Priest with Martyr's Prayer and Inspiring Talisman.
Okay.
2 units of Rock Riders, nothing on them. And a Brock Lord, also with nothing.
Please,
Based on Brock.
please forgive us for having some unpainted models.
I'm working on painting them, that's why they're not all on
Yeah,
the
we're trying to get them ready for 3rd edition, but it does take some time for some of these models. So, all right, so it definitely looks like you're going with your fast cav on the edges to watch your flanks.
Pretty basic deployment. Cav, fast cav on the flanks. Big blocks, march up the center, get the objective.
Okay, and again, so with Dominate, just so everybody knows, it's up to unit strength in the middle of the board.
Unit strength in the middle.
Within 12 inches of the middle.
Yeah.
That right there is obviously designating the middle.
Definitely bully in the 12 inch of it.
That is a very good question.
I'm pretty sure they
One that we will check off camera and we will get back to later, because that is actually one that I do not remember right now. So what do you got over here?
Did he say it was mostly footprint or not? I don't remember. We got shooters. We have half of the torso of a colossal giant. But that's where he actually is. We got
Okay.
the Goblin Cav. We got siege breakers, or Rakagamac, siege breakers. Then we have boomers with elite,
Okay.
and then we have another unit of goblin cav.
Those are boomers in the corner.
No, those are shooters.
Shooters.
Yeah.
So again, it looks like you're having your speed on the outside on the flanks, and then just hard crushing stuff in the middle.
These are so tiny.
Well, pretty much.
I know, right? They're like little cans.
8%.
They're 8%. Yeah.
They're kind of.
So why is the giant? Why are we only seeing half the giant right here? Why is it?
That's a pretty dumb question. Because you know the answer to it. Because when I made him, I put the freaking club facing down.
Snap it off.
So he gets snagged on everything.
He gets snagged on everything. All right. Because he is magnetized, isn't he?
He is.
Okay.
Which is, you know, I'm glad we did it. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to put that model anywhere.
Those are real fun.
So as far as the terrain goes, it looks like that far piece over there is going to be impassable.
Impassable. Yep.
We got a hill. Is that what, height 1, height 2?
Height 1, yeah.
Height 1. You guys carry their own forest with them, right? So that's always hindering.
Always hindered.
Just kidding, by the way. That's not a real thing.
They got
All
snare. Snare borders.
That's awesome.
Defense 6 with a snare. Oh, dude.
Over here we have a forest.
Forest.
Height 4, right?
Height 4.
On the very edge of the board here we have
Little rock.
little impassable.
That doesn't look like a rock.
What do you got there? Obstacle?
That's his favorite.
Yeah, he loves obstacles.
I do actually like
A
obstacles.
little, what is that, a height 2 hill?
Yeah, height 2 hill in the center.
We have a piece of impassable, a nice little cottage right there.
Mhm.
That
Made
shit
out
is
of stone.
expensive.
Use a epic dwarf map generator.
Oh yeah. And then over there we have another forest as well, an obstacle, and another hill. I want to show that app real quick. We'll try and put the link for the descriptions in below video, just so you guys know. And what is it called again?
Epic
EpicDwarf.com.
Yeah.
So it randomly
Yeah, you
generates
just push the
terrain.
cool button. Bam. Brings you up another one.
Generates it. That's pretty cool. Just in case, you know, you play with the same people all the time and you kind of know what they're going to do when they set up terrain.
Juicy sets of train like garbage. So.
It's better than this.
So even though your opponent is across the board, so you don't want to give away too many secrets. So the goal at the end of this is to have the most unit strength in the middle of the board, right? Now all your stuff is hordes, right?
Yes.
Your little trays
Well,
are
except for
hordes,
this.
except for what unit strength is the
Colossals,
giant?
right? I don't know. I
Those
think
all
it's
things
like
like
a
ours
or
are
something.
regiments, aren't they? Little goblins.
Yeah, the regiments.
Yeah, those are
the goblins are regiments.
So
Yeah.
the goblins are regiments, but
Even
then
more trade,
all of your regular trays are hordes.
but right, that's all hordes. Yeah.
So for unit strength though, that helps you out.
Oh yeah. That would be huge.
And then of course for you have the good old-fashioned horde trays, which is obviously still going to help you out because you got to chew through all of that. Trying to knock them off.
Defense 6.
That's 6.
So I think as far as strategy goes, this one's pretty basic.
Smashy,
Just going to
center.
smash in the middle. So, all right, let's get going. Who you won the dice roll, right?
I've never seen you do that. We haven't done the dice roll for this.
Oh, you haven't done the dice roll for
Not
this?
for turn. No.
What's this one for?
Turn.
We just did that.
I didn't.
And you lost.
Yeah.
You rolled a 2, buddy.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
We're already done on that.
It's just Lamaritas.
I like
I was going to say, too many of those.
I've only had 2.
All right, so turn 1 movement phase for Jimmy. As you can see, he's moving up his main line. Obviously, this is Dominate. Dominate's a little bit more clear-cut than some of the other scenarios that we have. So he's moving up his main line, which consists of the 3 Siegebreaker units and Grok. You'll notice that he's only moving them up 10 inches instead of 12. Grok obviously is speed 6, but the rest of his Siegebreakers are speed 5. So he's moving them all up in a concentric line. He's also moving his boomers up a little bit. He's still staying in the forest, but he's moving his boomers up, and then he's also moving the goblin cav up, and then he's going to be checking ranges on a lot of these things to make sure that he is obviously going to have range on the Brock Riders before they have range on him. However, there is an obstacle in the way, but that'll come up later in the game. Other than that, though, pretty standard movement phase for him.
Pushed
Okay.
it forward. You just took the bar and just pushed it forward.
Yeah, I move my stuff up in a straight line because that's how I line it out. I like the way I'm positioned for the most part, so I just moved it forward. Now we're gonna go ahead and shoot.
Oh. I'm in a car. Oh, dude.
So, what?
The strawberry fucking Ritas are
Yeah,
brutal.
So the shooters are
Their
going
little
to shoot
cans.
the rock riders right there.
Okay. What's range? 36?
36. Yeah. 5's to hit though.
Okay. Everything's a 5 for it.
Yeah, but 5 isn't like this. I wouldn't say they're like broken per se. But
that don't look good at all.
that's like 3.
Ah, there's a lot of 1s and 2s in there.
You should have weed on that
It's
unit.
unusual for you.
No, it's not. Shooters I always roll in 4s with. 4s in defense, so anything bucks. Because they're piercing too.
Damn.
So, watch, just give me like
Oh,
4
right off the
Give me
table.
like 4 fucking 1s too.
Here's a big old 1.
Fucking yeah.
5
Obviously,
and
1
a
and a
2.
2. So 2?
2.
Yeah, I do think butts. So I had a 2 and a 5.
You know what I really like about this thing though is I can hold my
those ones
beer,
right there.
well, my margarita, while I'm doing this. It is rough. It is rough.
He's finally admitting it. He's just like, well, now that I've had time to like process a little bit, really, really get in the palate, it's fucking awful.
Terrible.
It's like a beer and a margarita mixed together.
It's not even good.
We can go smoke real quick if you want.
Yeah. Get that fun flavor right now.
Push it.
All right, so on to Tom's turn 1. Did you even hit anybody with your turn?
He got these 2 wounds from
That's
that guy.
right.
Yeah,
That's
it was
right.
bad. It was like 18
That's-
shots, like
That's right. I forgot.
2 hits or 3 hits. I wasn't very impressed with them. That wasn't that good. Oh,
So it looks like you're moving your Brock Riders there to get some nice little flanks, push
Yeah,
the issue
easy
on the
hits.
edge.
10, huh?
So what are those guys who just moved into the forest there? Or they're in the
Berserkers?
forest?
Berserkers, yeah.
Turbo berserkers.
There's always some sort of berserkers in there, huh?
Berserker block riders.
Yes. Berserker, 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 berserker lord. Ah,
I think Tom's always liked berserkers.
me too, but the ogres aren't really. I don't know. You're right there.
Yeah, I was telling myself I'm gonna go have
That margarita stuff. It's
Fucking brutal.
announcement. These things are pretty bad. Well, live and learn. I think the ones that I said were decent were the ones that were underneath it.
Just so you guys know,
Don't get those.
these are very, very interesting.
They're not
So
interesting. You can just call it like it is. They're ass.
yeah,
They taste like ass.
They're not good.
No, they're not good at all.
we fully endorse Truly
Those are
though.
way better.
So this is turn 1. Turn 1 is brought to you by Truly Hard Seltzer.
Yeah. Don't
Yes,
get
they're
dirty.
great.
This
You can
is
get drunk and still stay hydrated.
strawberry.
It's awesome. Whew, I think it's giving me like heartburn.
It is. I know.
Yeah, it's like
That's the gluten, man.
it is the fucking good, dude. It just doesn't go down smooth. I think I might have an intolerance to gluten, actually.
There's an intolerance
I'm actually
to.
buying into the gluten because that's your
This is totally.
All right, that's my turn.
That's your turn.
Yeah.
All right, so
Right on.
end of turn 1, and pretty much you guys have just marched towards each other.
Well, you know,
So-
you got the dwarves and you got the ogres, and that's really all you're gonna see for the first couple turns. So
Although you do have some shooting though.
I got a
you
little bit.
You got your boomers over there, right?
mm-hmm.
Boomers are on the right.
Yeah, I do.
You got your shooters on the left flank.
Those guys are actually pretty good.
Although
They shoot like shit, but they're not bad.
Yeah, I miss when you can give them key knife. That's the reason why I took them out of my
I guess-
initial armies.
I
Key
think
knife's
6
perfect.
piercing too is pretty gross.
I guess my question though. Ooh, let me get this thing. There we go. My question is,
We go.
no, or not. Fine, never
No,
mind.
go ahead. I was talking about that.
I don't want to
He's
hoot.
over there
hurt.
fucking choking on the strawberry. It's like Here we go. What were you saying?
I was just wondering, you have the shooters over here, you got a piece of impassable. Kind of limiting your range a little bit, isn't it? Or limiting your, I guess, your range of view that you can see, kind of?
Only on 1 unit of Brock Riders. I ain't too worried about it.
Okay. Alright, fair enough. Of course, like, from here, it's just like, yeah, it's an awkward angle for everybody. Okay, I'm going to stop panning that way.
It is, but I don't want them to get in the way of my line or have to like finagle shit around them.
Okay, so you kept them over there because you didn't want your line of sight to be blocked.
Towards the center, yeah, of the board.
Okay, fair enough. I guess I just got to ask you then, Tom, why you got so aggressive on the right flank.
What do you mean?
He
Over
was
here?
getting shot.
Because I'm just trying to spread them out.
Okay. Because it just looks like it's more compact on the left flank, on your left flank. Over here, it looks a little bit more. I'm talking to him. So for him, it's his left flank. It's not all about you, Juicy. It's not all about you, Juicy. No, but over here on your right flank, it looks like you're kind of just angled a little bit different. I just didn't know if there was a purpose behind that.
You got 1 unit to 2 units.
So now you're just gonna toy with them like a little, like a cat with a little fucking mouse. You're just gonna toy with them until you fucking kill them. All
I
right.
got 3 units.
Fair enough.
2 units, but
I guess
Those
we'll.
don't count because they're not going to do anything. Unless you're going to pull back. Those guys are way out.
well, he's there too.
So you got 2 units. Oh, okay. I guess. I'm more worried about these guys because they're fast. These guys are.
Oh, that guy doesn't do shit.
If I can take them out and have 2 against that giant, I'll be in good shape.
Yeah, 2 against the Giants fucked.
Right now,
1
2 against that unit.
Yeah.
I guess we'll go ahead and do turn 2.
It's fucking so That's why I'm glad we're all just in this struggle together. We're all just like, all of us together like, oh my god.
The warmer they get too, the nastier they're getting.
Yeah, can you please put those in the fridge at least? Fuck.
No, because I unplugged them in put them in the fucking freezer.
I mean, like something, I don't know.
It looks
They're
slow.
definitely not good right now, I can tell you that.
No.
So maybe if they get a little bit colder.
Aw, keep taking. What?
I was going to move back. What's
Dude, I gotta ask, man.
16 or something? Or 14. Huh? What?
Hey, move back. Half was moved.
Yeah, that was only 2 inch. Or like 3 inch. So, I'm pretty sure that's good.
I guess we can always go back and review the video footage, I guess. But what's his basic move?
7.
Oh yeah, no, I think he was good.
Yeah, he's good.
He moved 7?
Yeah.
Wow.
I gotta ask though, even though your opponent's right there, why'd you move back?
Because I can shoot him for another turn and then charge him. Maybe I'll get some more wins this time.
Okay. Power through it.
Trying, man. I still got
Power through.
I'm gonna fucking just straight up chug it here in about a couple seconds.
Getting close.
It doesn't get any better when you drink it like that.
Would you chug it?
Yeah.
Now, see the after effect once it like kicks in because it's 8% and you start getting fucking drunk. That's
Backing up again.
yeah. I got some shooting, so I can press the issue a little bit. Make you come to me.
Okay. What's his charge range?
Me?
Yeah.
These guys are 16.
16. Yeah.
Not gonna lie, this does look pretty epic from right here.
All right, so on to turn 2 movement. Looks like, from what you guys saw, the end of turn 1, Tom pretty much moves his line forward. Not a whole lot there because they are dwarves. He doesn't want to overextend himself with his fast-moving Brock Riders. So because of that, he's keeping his line pretty well together on that main battle line. He's not moving his fast units too far ahead of the rest of the line. He's doing a good job of controlling that. Now, as you can see, Jimmy actually moves his boomers out of the forest and directly in the path of the Brock Riders. Now, this is something that Jimmy will talk about in just a second, but I thought it was kind of an interesting play. The boomers are one of those units that can solve many problems in a game. They do okay in combat, but they're also really good with shooting. They have that flame breath attack, and plus he gave them Blessing of the Gods. So I'm thinking he's probably going to want to have them stay around a little bit. So why did he move them out of the safety of the forest? Jimmy will explain in a minute why he did that.
Yeah, because he was going to be able to charge him anyway, so he's going to be able to double charge him, kill him one turn more than likely with 60 attacks, even at a hindrance
52.
-1. 52.
Yeah, 60, I guess.
More than likely they were going to die because they only have defense 4.
Okay.
And then he was going to turn, and then I was going to have to turn everything to try and address him. So this seems like a better plan to actually move them out and sacrifice them, rather than letting him charge, get behind my line, and turn after he consolidates. Unfortunately, it sucks, but that's just how I positioned.
Okay.
So the pivot at the end of the turn was obviously still when he double charges them, if he decides to double charge them, which he probably will, because he's probably not going to charge the siege breakers and take a grok flank. Is to it gives me a better chance that once they consolidate, once they wipe them, that they won't get back behind the arc of sight on the siege breakers. So that's the plan. Do I want to sacrifice a fucking unit with, boomers with fucking Blessing of the Gods? No, I really don't.
So pretty much just so people understand. So when he charges in with these units here, you faced your unit so that way he's going to charge your front arc.
And he's going to be more of a beneficial range. I mean, like, he can still get an overrun and then potentially get behind me if he gets, 6-inch. But it's a smaller chance.
Okay, so you don't want him to take the flank because then he's automatically going to be positioned to head right into the rest of your army, to your line.
Right.
Is that kind of what I'm saying?
And if he fucking gets the flank, then he's going to be outside of my arc of sight pretty easily once he consolidates.
Okay. All right. Fair
So
enough.
We'll see how it goes.
Fair enough. Sorry, I'm going to move out of the way.
He just has the range on him. Unfortunately, the boomer's only fucking blasting range 12 or whatever the fuck it is because it's breath. They don't really have the mobility, so.
Okay. Fair enough.
The shooters are going to shoot that same unit of Brock Riders again. This one right here.
Better.
A lot better, actually. Way better. Better than 3.
Damn.
Because 3 is what it was before. That was bad. So anything buts, because the Brock Riders only have 4s, and they got piercing 2. 2 1. So
5.
7.
7.
Yeah, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Just mine.
Yeah, so
Okay.
Yeah, he likes to use any impassable that you can't see. That's where he likes
yeah,
to
it's the
roll.
only place to fucking roll. It's the only place to
I
go.
see.
My bad. I can move this shit over here, right?
It's up to 9. That's trouble.
Up to 9. Looks like 27 to me.
27.
27.
27 wounds.
27.
Too bad they're fearless 50.
Yeah.
Just kidding. They're
God
not.
damn it. They're fearless 22, right?
Yeah, they are. Let's see that roll, buddy.
1 and a 4. That's probably not going to do it.
Nope.
Oh yeah, move over here. Boomers are going to shoot this outside unit right here.
Interesting.
And they are 4s with piercing 1. So that was ass. That wasn't too bad. 3s.
3.
Sweet. Okay.
I just did it just because. Your turn.
How many wounds did you do on?
3.
And of course they're fearless 22, so that doesn't do anything.
Yep.
What's their number?
And they have elite. It's like 15, 18.
15, 18. They're all 15, 18?
Yeah.
Wait. 15, 18.
Or sorry, 15, 17. My bad. Yeah.
Dude, they're 15.
15. Yeah, 15. Well, it's 16.
That'd be interesting.
18 for the Banner and the Griffin dudes, but.
Banner the Griffin. Oh, that's that guy right there, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Was that do rally?
Banner?
It's not. I think it's like rally 1. I think, yeah.
On to Tom's turn 2 movement. As we can see, he starts to move up his battle line. He's very controlled with his movement, especially with the Dwarves, because they do not have a lot of speed. They are obviously a slower army, and because of that, when you make a movement mistake, it really, really hurts your army because it takes a lot more to correct that mistake. So what Tom does, he's moving up his battle line, as you can see, and then he still is protecting his flanks. Now, he moves up eventually. He does move up this bottom right flank of his to kind of push the issue. I think mostly because on the right flank, Jimmy has a horde of shooters, which is a little bit out of frame here. You can't totally see. And then he also has a giant, which is only speed 7, and then, or a colossal giant, sorry. And then he also has one quick unit of goblin scout cav. So Tom is starting to encircle Jimmy's army. He wants to try and funnel that army a little bit closer together, so that way it's easier for him and excuse me, that way it's easier for him end game to be able to get his units to the center. Tom wants to keep his army somewhat concentric, somewhat in the middle, because again, they're dwarves. He has to stay near the objective, because if he gets too out-positioned, he's not going to be able to turn around and get back towards the center. So I think part of that was trying to funnel. The other thing too is he's trying to open up possibly a flank for, or possibly an attack against the shooters, which Tom will talk about later, which Jimmy does in fact see that. Now, Tom does eventually appear in the top on his left flank. He does eventually push the left flank and does triple charge Jimmy's unit of boomers, and obviously leaves himself a little bit exposed to the Goblin Scout Cav, but I think he feels that his Brock Riders, those three units, the Brock Lord, or the Berserker Lord on Brock, and the other 2 units of Brock Riders can easily take care of that boomer unit, and then maybe give himself some interesting options on Jimmy's right flank. He's obviously breaking up Jimmy's right flank. He's going to pretty much put the Goblin Scout Cav on an island all by themselves, and then he is going to start crumbling the inner part of his right flank, of Jimmy's right flank. He's trying to push the issue. He's trying to make Jimmy focus more of his units on that part of the flank instead of focusing all going to hit that middle line. So it's a good strategy. We'll see if it works.
Never know it's good, or never know when it's bad, but when Tom starts moving papers out of the way.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be a
Handfuls of
lot of
dice.
dice. It's gonna be a lot of dice.
Handfuls of dice.
Definitely gonna be.
So movement is done.
Kind of circling in on them.
That's what it looks like. Yeah, it looks like
Trying to
you're
collapse
circling
a little
in.
bit.
I'm trying to use my superior unit count.
Ooh. And the red dice of doom.
That's where that unit actually is. I can't get them up there. I tried. They look like this.
Don't try.
But you know what that does though? That does speak to one thing that is nice about multi-basing or magnetizing, is then you can do that crap. Because remember in
all these models would slide off. And
Yeah,
big pile
remember
of
that?
dwarfs back there.
Yeah.
Can you let him roll the fucking dice already?
damn, damn, Juicy, you're getting salty again.
I'm not salty. I just wanted to roll the dice and kill that fucking unit already. Fucking prolonging the inevitable.
He's just
Juicy doesn't get salty.
26 decks from 1 unit.
That was a creepy look.
Enforce.
That's my normal look. That's just how my face looks. I don't think you should be making fun of me for it. To be honest.
Defense 4.
That was such
Defense four, yeah.
that was such a
Grease.
millennial answer right there.
Oh no.
Dude,
Oh,
put it in my
no.
face.
4.
Holy crap! What?
It's only one fucking round. It's gonna be alright. I should have burned those dice when I had the chance.
You got
Put
the
them in my
chance.
bag in the fucking airplane.
You
I should have
should've.
just, and then he totally didn't remember about them. So I should have just fucking taken them.
Are your Brock Riders vanilla? You don't have any.
Nothing on them.
That's how you need to run them.
Damn, are you okay? You're
In 3s. That one's cocked.
Yeah.
I forgot. Vicious.
There you go. I thought you had something on those
2,
guys.
4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
10, 11 on that round? Fuck you. I mean, sorry.
That's not good.
Okay, that's pretty much insane.
You want me to roll the other guy or no?
No, that's insane right there. So.
And the roll is
Hold on, is Grok very inspiring?
almost insane.
That Brock is not very
Almost.
inspiring.
Grok is actually 100% very inspiring.
Is he really?
Yes, he is.
Which means what, Jimmy? What does very inspiring mean?
I don't actually know. He's dead.
All right. That was a 9-inch bubble. That's what very inspiring does.
He's gonna move. 6, 5.
Roll a 5 for your overrun. Or I guess it's not called overrun in this. Wiped out those boomers. So what did those boomers do before they died?
Nothing.
3 wounds. 3 wounds. They should have had better because they had a leap, but they did not do better than that. So, you know.
With the blessing of the gods.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, well, sometimes they potato, I guess, huh?
Oh, my whole those. Oh, I am done.
You're what?
All done with that fucking drink.
Yep, grab another one.
So is this top of turn 3?
2.
2.
2.
2.
Wait, no, top of 3.
Yeah,
No,
that's
this is
not
top
right.
3.
Yeah, that was the bottom of 2.
Right. Yeah, you did. You got first blood. That's for sure.
Now it's open
Yeah.
up. So we'll see what happens.
All right, so Jimmy has lost his boomers. That was one critical horde that he had on his right flank. So because he's lost that part of his right flank, the only thing that he has left now is his Goblin Scout Cav, and he does have a unit of Siege Breakers that he is going to obviously devote to try and slow down the advancing units. Unfortunately though, this is a disadvantage for him on that right flank of his because he has 2 units that are devoted to pretty much stopping what else is there. And that's against 3 units of Tom's, the 2 Brock Rider regiments and the 1 Berserker Lord on a Brock. So typically, when you have a unit mismatch like that, when you have 3 units to 2 or 2 units to 1, that's a difficult thing to overcome when you are the opposing team that has the less amount of units. I gotta hand it to Jimmy though. He did a really good job of not panicking and not trying to devote more of his main battle line to help stop that flank from crumbling. He does a good job of maintaining that battle line and pushing forward into Tom's main battle line.
I hate random charge.
So your Northern Alliance that they're coming out with,
Uh-huh.
some of the units are actually going to have a random charge range.
I mean, it sounds pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, I like it. It sounds awesome.
Anyway, I'll keep my opinions aside. Let's keep going.
I don't
Although
see
one
that.
person did say the whole thing is not, like the whole charge is not going to be random.
It's just the last.
It's just the last like D3 possibly or
Possibly,
1.
Yeah.
It seems really weird.
You know, it got to a point with,
Why would they do
was it
that?
40K where it was all random?
Mm-hmm.
And that was just
It was
dumb.
2d6 or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was
completely
2d6.
random.
Yeah, it
This
was
one
completely
not
random.
completely random.
That was when they broke the game, I think.
Get my, or they sanguinary guard or whatever.
Oh, remember that? Because I used to play Grey Knights and used to play
Charge,
Sanguinary
it's like,
Guard, yeah.
Oh, you're
Blood
good to go.
Angels.
2-inch charge.
Yep.
Oh, I failed.
Oh, they stubbed their toes.
You
Even
get
though,
mowed down by the Necrons.
even though they're the friggin' like Blood Angels and they're some of the best fighters in the galaxy. Yep, they just stubbed their toe and. Anyway, all right, on to Kings of War.
Okay, anyways. So what we're going to do here is we're going to charge.
Battle line. There you go. I was gonna say this battle line looks epic.
We're going to charge there.
Over the obstacle, huh?
You like it?
Yeah, I like obstacles.
What's with him and obstacles?
Well, what am I supposed to do? Go all the way around it?
I don't know.
Or did I just charge over?
circle around.
It's your army, man. I don't know.
Fucking dumb. I'm not into that shit. Now we're gonna trip charge there.
Nice.
Brock does not want to be on the rocks.
Okay, well they're in there.
Cool.
So, you know. That's how that's gonna go.
Nice, nice.
And we are going to pull some stuff. Some stuff right here. They're gonna charge in here.
Nice.
Can you please get out of my fucking way? Thank you very much.
That's why he will forever be the greatest sportsman that there is.
Hey, I got good marks at Epicon. I don't know why.
Nobody knows why.
Because you lost to him.
Yeah, exactly. Because they were like, damn, I lost. This guy fucking lost. I like this guy a lot.
Dude, I've got to.
What?
I've got to ask.
What?
Man, why did you just do that? Why?
Why would I not do that? What else am I gonna do with him? Just run him forward?
He's about to present his rear.
To who? The fucking Ogres? Those guys?
Oh, what is the Brock Riders right here?
Right there? What are you talking about? Why is he gonna get reared right there?
No, I'm not saying a rear. I'm just saying like.
He's not even gonna get flanked.
Mm-hmm. No problem with it.
I guess I still understand why. Just so you can draw them this direction? Is that
No,
why?
because he's within charge range of my fucking shooters, so he could totally fucking charge the shooters if he wants. So I have to be able to follow up with this guy.
Okay, so you're kind
Good
of
catch.
trying to bait him. Okay.
I'm not trying to bait him. I'm just trying to fucking, if he's going to charge them, I want to be able to at least follow up with something. Or if he's going to charge him, which I doubt he's going to, because he's probably not going to kill that guy in one turn.
Okay, fair enough. Just wanted to ask, man.
I mean, I guess I could just walk forward and let him charge the shooters, and that seems pretty stupid.
That was actually a good catch. I didn't think you were going to catch that. I was like, man, if this guy comes forward, I fucking hit that unit behind his line, shit's fucking in trouble.
Well, I was going to multi-charge over there and then reposition, because if I can take that unit, that's fine trade with me,
Yeah.
but this guy was like a half inch out.
I made sure.
Yeah, it's not like-
Yeah. Oh, it's way better.
Anyways, well, quit drinking all the goddamn Trulies.
I can't drink those fucking things.
What?
Swear
I'm just trying to think where he was before he moved him. I'll have to look at the
Right here?
wheel stuff.
Yeah, back behind the building.
Okay.
Okay. Anyways.
Anywho.
I just figure if you were back here and you just go
combat.
14, then you're going to be in front of this
Blocking.
unit. He
But,
can't go
okay,
around.
so here's
it.
the thing. If he pivots, he cannot go 14. If he pivots, he can go 7-inch.
So what? How were you faced?
I was not faced directly at them. Otherwise, I would have
Oh,
gone.
okay.
Otherwise, I would have gone
Okay.
14 and gotten in his face. But I can't.
So you were not faced that way.
No, I was not.
Okay.
So I can only go 7. So
Okay. That's fine. I just figured I'd ask.
now I'm confused. Anyways, resolve combat.
Okay.
Let's get to combat. Shooting first. These guys are going to shoot those guys naturally.
Naturally.
Sorry, I know you're just trying to get me to talk.
I am trying to get you.
I know. I'm sorry.
Why are you saying sorry?
Because I'm getting fucking grumpy about it.
Did you just
I'm
admit
always-
you're getting grumpy about it?
No.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
so they're gonna shoot them right there.
He just admitted he's getting salty.
I never said salty, by the way. Just saying.
What really is the definition of salty anyway?
I don't really know. Look it up on Wikipedia. That's a pretty credible source. Anything but
I
one.
think I'd look it up on Urban Dictionary.
So
than I would
6.
salty than I would on the Wikipedia.
Was it 6?
Yeah, 6 total. I have to anyway. I don't care. Those guys. That's it for shooting, right? Yep. Okay, so those guys over there.
Oh.
They have
Yeah, right.
14 attacks.
Who's this?
Hitting on Boris the Goblin Cav, and they have Thunderous 1. Thunder's 1, so 3s.
Wonder how many people I'm gonna make sick.
4 more. Yeah.
By talking about strawberries?
No, with
If
just
they've
like
ever
the
had
movement on this.
Strawberries, it won't be that hard to make them sick. They'll be like, oh yeah, I know those. Oof.
How many wounds did they do? Damn.
4.
4, it's not bad.
Coming in hot.
It's not bad.
Nerf,
22.
Fearless 22.
Oh, 1 short.
1 short, motherfucker.
Oh man.
Oh well.
Almost.
I didn't
Almost.
expect
That
them
was
to kill it
actually
anyway. If they would have killed it, that'd have been perfect. But yeah. Okay, so we'll do this one over here next.
Other goblins.
Uh-huh.
Hindered.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Oh yeah, totally.
No thunders.
So hitting on 5s and no thunders.
Well, it's not. Oh, you're only
5
one, right?
ones. Yeah.
Never mind.
Force.
2.
Up to 5.
Up to 5. There's nothing to be done there, so. Siege Breaker's right here.
Okay. If I hold this triple charger in deep shit.
Yeah, I know, but you should not be able to hold a trip charge. I'm sorry. You should not be able to. If, on the other side, if I break that trip charge, if I break him, then I'm looking pretty good. There's no way they're going to kill them.
Me or?
With no thunders.
No.
The Rock Riders.
No way.
Yeah, anyways, I don't know. We'll see what happens, I guess. It's all up to the dice. Oh yeah, this one right here. So 3s to hit, 18. And then anything buts.
That was good.
That was pretty good.
10.
Damn.
10 wounds.
Damn.
They're angry. Plus brutal.
Oh fuck! That.
They
oh,
don't-
they don't.
they
have
don't get-
brutal.
they don't have
goblins.
brutal.
I know.
They don't have brutal.
Okay, so
That's why you should always
12.
know your
I
army
have
wide
to,
special
12.
roll.
I do.
Ooh.
Ooh,
I just haven't played it. I just haven't played this
Uh-oh.
for a while. What? That's
12.
11. That's 20.
21.
Yeah, so that's nothing.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, but
That's sad though. 21, you need a 22.
such is the way of life, I guess. Is a wording you mean. So we're gonna do this unit on the side first.
Damn, those guys are no joke.
No, they're.
And then anything buts. Right? Yeah, it's 4. Minus 4.
He's just like saying that.
Minus
He knows
4.
your-
Cross.
he knows
I don't
your-
think there's anything to get.
He knows
Not
your,
gonna be.
he knows your big shield 6, so I think it. Are you right?
Uh-huh.
6 in the front.
Yeah, he's 6. 10.
Damn, from 1. Go ahead.
So then the next one.
Oh my god, dude! Are you
I lost
serious?
17 hits.
You missed 1.
I missed one, yeah.
Damn.
Anything buts
Anything
for
buts.
17? Alright.
Smashy, smashy.
Smashy, smashy. Okay, well, I'm happy about that.
Yeah.
Even if I get crushed, that one roll is fucking great. I'm happy with that. 1, 2, 3.
14. You're good. Double ones.
Okay.
Plus brutal.
Yeah.
Still plus one.
I know, nothing that matters.
One more time for expiring.
Expired.
No, you're good.
Okay.
Oh my god!
Kill the unit.
Killed a unit!
Tough unit, too.
Yeah.
It wasn't just like I fucking killed a shitty unit.
That's true.
Okay, this is gonna be interesting.
Now you got
Maybe. You might be able to get through Big Shield 6 in one turn. You can't combo charge. I know that, because the Horde trays are too big.
What do you mean? I can definitely combo charge
It's gonna be pretty difficult.
it. How so?
This unit's back behind that unit.
Mm-hmm.
Then this guy's in front of that unit.
That guy has to go.
He's gonna have to move first, yeah.
But then it's good.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could do.
Huh.
Yeah. Kill one unit. That sounds good. I'll take that. You still got Grok on the back too. Crushing 3. Well, that's gonna be a pain in the ass. So those guys are pretty much just repositioned, and they're facing like that.
Facing like that? Okay.
Yeah, because that's all I can do pretty much. And Grok was in there 2 on the tray, so he'll go like this.
So it shoots like right here?
Yeah, I guess it would be in line with that unit right there. Like, kind of like that.
So that's one of the things that we have to do a lot of the time is.
Well, I hate these rocks right here. I kind of think we should actually take them out.
Yeah,
it
we
looks
probably should have
epic.
something like that.
Like it looks cool, but it does suck when you're actually
For the
trying to.
centerpiece, like, yeah.
Yeah, it does suck when you're actually trying to put stuff up there because obviously you can't balance stuff on the rock. So.
Whoa, dude.
Whoa.
Calm down. What are you doing?
So I'm knocking dice everywhere. So that's why we use those as placeholders.
Yeah, that's fucked up, dude. Don't do that.
But you always want to make sure that your opponent knows what the hell they mean, right? Damn
Stop.
right.
Is that a question?
It was a rhetorical question. It's okay. It was a rhetorical question. Don't worry about it. It's your turn, right?
That's it?
Yeah, resolve that one, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Couple ones.
like 3 or something.
Because you're hindered and
Just, yeah.
There we go.
and stuff.
It's Tom's turn.
That's just so people online don't yell at us for you not moving the things back.
Yeah, screw him. I'm sure you'll fucking have something to say about them before I start bitching.
Oh, what you talking about, man? I'm a peaceful person.
It's true.
So this turn goes to show you just how quickly the game can change and how dynamically it can change as well. We see that Jimmy's main battle line, those 3 units, the two units of siege breakers with Grok, smashed into Tom's battle line, completely routed that horde of bulwarkers, and kind of changes the landscape there in the middle of the battle line, which is where, let's be honest, most of the game has to be, right? Because the scenarios dominate. The other thing that Jimmy does effectively is he stops up Tom's units on his right flank, as well as he actually starts to engage units on his left flank, on Jimmy's left flank as well. He stops up one of the Brock Rider units with his Goblin Scout Cav. He does that on both flanks, actually. And then he moves his giant, his Colossal Giant, kind of does a little bit of an interesting move there to try and, I guess, force Tom's hand and to kind of flush out and see what Tom is going to do with this next movement. So Jimmy's doing a nice job of pretty much holding off Tom's advance. At this point, we will see if Tom can overcome this loss of the bulwarkers.
Flag.
Charge back in.
Yep.
Charging.
What?
Let's talk about
At least he can't.
Let's talk about that move real quick. So
Ooh. I was interested.
let's talk about it.
I didn't know he was individual.
So the guy's an individual. He turns because he has 360. He start to move, and then he charges it.
Because he's an individual.
Because he's an individual.
And he is a jerk. How many attacks does he have?
He has 8 attacks.
And because he's flanking,
He doesn't get that.
no big shield.
No.
Oh, no big shield.
No big
Yeah,
shield.
That's what I was hoping for. Is that?
No big shield. That
But he doesn't
sucks.
get bonus, though. He doesn't
Why
get
did you do that?
Why did I do what?
Let that happen.
I mean, I guess I could have charged him and then given
Why not?
my flank to those
I'm just trying to get you to talk. That's all. You did it because you didn't know he was individual, huh?
charge in here.
Well, I didn't know he was individual, but that's not why I moved him.
Oh, okay.
Who are you charging?
He's charging your dice.
Is that okay? He's like,
He's charging my dice,
He's
yeah.
charging your scatter dice.
Die dice.
Okay, what's dead? So
It's like,
one
what is it, like Fearless 35?
I think
It's a scatter dice?
Yeah.
It doesn't cost anything either, so that's fine.
Nice. That sounds like some Warhammer fucking rules right there. That does look pretty cool though. All the dwarves like coming over the mountainside to smash the fucking ogres right in the face.
The ogres. Where's the dwarves?
Charge.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Charge.
Oh yeah. Ooh. That is not good.
No, charge it.
That's not good at all. That's really bad.
It doesn't look good.
It's so bad.
How could something so bad make money? People
Well,
like
actually,
people like me buy it.
Yeah, who buys
That sounds good.
Well, they only buy it one time, bro.
Yeah, that's right.
And they're like,
It's only
Oh,
one-time
it sounds
sales.
good. Little cans. Fucking, that's perfect. 8% alcohol. Let's
So
try it.
what are we on? Bottom of 3 or anything?
Bottom 3.
Oh, what do you know? He didn't charge the shooters.
because I caught him.
Ah.
Otherwise, he would have charged the shooters.
Ah.
I would have.
He's gonna take whichever one's easiest. That's the easiest.
No.
That's what I do.
No. He's not an opportunistic player.
Pull units. That's my thing. I have unit counts. If I trade units or shit.
Well, I mean, we're in Dominate too. It's all about unit count too. So.
It is all about unit strength, yeah.
But if we trade 1 for 1, I'll win. Sorry, units.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
In theory.
In theory.
In theory.
You got all your slow units in the center of the board, so they don't have to hoof it across the board. You got your fast units on the outside, so if you need to at the end of the game, you can move them
Jump
in the
in
middle.
And he's got a million goddamn fast units.
A million fast units. I mean, he's got,
fucking Rock Riders.
I was gonna say I would never hear a dwarf army
Full speedy.
being speedy, but yeah, you do have 4 units that have what, speed 8? Are they speed 8 or speed 7?
They're 7, aren't they?
So,
Are they 8?
whatever they are.
Oh, I know they are 8 because I've been measuring them out at 16.
5 units if you count the bar.
I just forgot how big this fucking giant is, man.
Yeah, you know, maybe he'll be a little bit stronger this time. I don't know. Maybe he'll do something.
Well, they're supposed to be adding titans, whatever that means. So,
We're over here.
anyway, we don't want to get,
What you got, motherfucker?
we don't want to piss
Hindered.
people off. Hindered.
Yeah.
I was like, what? I mean, look for a second.
So,
Can I do something?
the Juicy's one of those players that'll sometimes just call out rules
Oh,
just
yeah.
to see if they stick.
It sometimes works. Sometimes people are just like, oh yeah, and then you're like, I don't know how you got that, but okay.
Just reminds me of the random dice rolls.
7, 8.
Just roll random dice.
Ooh, that was not me.
No, I'm just saying that just reminds me of that.
It's 12-14.
14-16.
No, is it 14-16? I think it's 12-14 or something.
Whatever it is, it's 17.
Yeah, you're dead.
17?
Right. But if you want to check, make yourself feel good. Pretty sure they're 14-16.
Yeah, Brock's within inspiring. Yeah, let me check my phone.
Yeah, you want to check. Oh! Hold on. Oh no.
I'm pretty
oh
sure
no.
They're not 14-16, I know that. I'm pretty sure they're 12-14.
They probably are. I don't know.
12-14.
Nice.
What'd you get?
So
Not
happy.
enough.
Oh, sick. One more turn, motherfuckers!
More turn.
Brock is within.
One more
Oh, that's
turn.
right. He's within 9, isn't he?
He is. 9 inch.
Yes.
9 fucking inch. I love that bubble. That's a sexy
So
bubble.
Grok is very inspiring, which is a 9-inch inspiring bubble. Just save those goblins,
Yeah,
man.
that time those 260 points came in handy.
Nice. That's pretty cool.
Because he is fucking expensive. It's nice when he makes his points back every once in a while.
These guys are not on the board, right? These guys are gone.
No.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I think I have like a special resurrection skill, so they're going to come up here in the center of the board here
Gotcha.
in like about 2 more turns.
They're gonna come up and start pushing this middle right here, right?
Yeah, they're going to rear the fucking dwarves. Because that's how dwarves like it.
In the rear.
In the rear, every time.
I don't know if they're tall enough, are they? Even.
He's not squat. I mean,
These
you
guys
guys.
against that unit.
The ogres just seem like they're really, really big. So I don't know.
4s.
Tom, are you okay?
I know, they're not rolling good.
Your dice are off a little bit today.
That was like
You know what it is? That's the
50%.
strawberritas. It's the strawberritas. We gotta keep bringing those over.
3, 4, 4.
4?
4 wounds.
No, dude.
Oh no.
No! Not
Oh
more.
no.
Oh yeah, we're
7, 4, and 11 now.
no, that's good. Where do I put the? Oh wait, no, I can probably move them. No, I can't really.
Are you moving?
What are you moving?
I'm trying to
It's
put
not
that
your
unit up
turn.
there so I can see it.
Just put them right here, can you?
No, because technically they're still faced like fucking this. Like in line with those guys. So technically these guys, I guess, would be like.
Oh,
I'm not gonna fuck with this. Just leave it, just leave it.
This unit over here, there. 30 attacks.
They don't have crushing, do they?
They have crushing 1 because we're strength.
Okay, brute strength.
That was better. That's a little more than 50%.
I mean, 5s. 2, 3, 4. 4.
4. Okay.
Yeah, that's the number.
4. They'll take that 4.
The big shield
Chin?
6 is helping a little bit,
Helping.
huh?
Big shield
It
6
is definitely helping.
6, 4, 10 now.
Actually, Eric fucking bitched me out one time because his undead list, I ran 4 units of siege breakers against this fucking undead list, and he was like, "Really, dude?"
Is that what you have here? 4 units?
3.
I was supposed to have 4, but I forgot the other fucking tray, so I had to use
okay.
the fucking giant. Yeah, he got kind of mad at me about that.
Well, that's because it was just out of the blue.
So this unit here, right there.
It was out of the blue. Fucked up. Alright. No thunders, so 6.
What?
No thunders?
They don't have thunders. Because I attacked them first.
Oh yeah, that's right.
They don't have thunders, so 6s.
I am so proud of him remembering these rules.
2.
Well, yeah, it might save my life.
Well, it's not going to save your life, but it might save your little models' lives.
Yeah, that's. Hey, you gotta get into it. I'm trying to put myself in their shoes to feel the battle. That's not true, but.
Berserker Lord.
Okay.
Oh my god. Guys are not happy today.
Alright.
Crushing 1, making 1.
That's fine.
Grinding
3s, yeah.
9.
Oh, was that for nerf?
No,
How many
that was
wounds?
2
did you
wounds.
get? 2 wounds, yeah. He was like, 9. I'm like,
I
oh, hey, what?
what?
Sorry, I thought it was a nerve
Oh,
roll.
shit.
My bad.
Oh,
That was a nerve roll. I
That
think
was
you
a nerve roll.
would have rather had a 9 than that.
9
Would have made
helpful.
Would have helped. Okay.
Okay.
10.
Over here. I don't want it. That's a
You
fucking
can
shit.
dump
Alright.
That's fucking dumb. That's dumb. They're only like 12, 14 too, so it's like, what, like 95 attacks or some shit? Or
That would have been a fucking shit ton.
I don't want to sit here and watch you roll 95 fucking attacks. I kind of want to kill that fucking hero first because he's in the fucking flank. 4, they only have 4 wounds. What's his nerve?
Good. Dash 17.
Dash him? Okay, well, that's fine. We're going to go back in there and hope that works out. So the giant doesn't have any other options. The giant's going to charge in here because he has no other options. That's pretty chill. That's unfortunate. Exactly on that one. They're going to charge back in here, so they're going to set her up. Grok's going to join the fight over here.
Is that unit right here?
The unit was like right here. So pretty much they were in line with them. So they're right here. So Grok was back so he could totally get the charge.
Okay.
So they're both, so basically I'm going to declare like a multi this, and Grok was right here. So.
So what
It's
now?
like right here.
Oh,
right
okay.
here.
Grok consolidated in a line with them. Like after they wiped it, they all pivoted, and Grok was staggered out a little bit, but these guys are actually not on that axis. When they charge these guys, they're actually like this. And these guys were initially right here. So you pretty much had to corner them because these guys were like this together.
I like how you're moving the objective.
I like that.
Well, the objective is technically right there. So in order to keep it there, I had to do that.
Those damn ogres, man. Move their own objectives. They just do their own thing.
Fuck.
Ooh, charging. Nice.
What the fuck else was he gonna do? Take a fucking trip charge? Probably not. Anyways.
Better than fucking sidestepping again.
Throw and sidestep it. It's in the rules. You're allowed to do it. That's fine. So we're gonna do shooting. These guys are gonna shoot the
These strawberries are
upsetting
upsetting him.
fucking disgusting as fuck, dude. God, the strawberries are nasty. So the shooters are gonna shoot the.
Oh, the berserkers.
Yeah, because you get a cover save on that one, so I don't want to do that.
I was gonna say.
So we're just gonna go for the berserkers, and we're gonna do fighters.
Is that Grok's attacks? Sorry.
No, that's gonna be the classic giants.
You have 3 there.
Is that 3?
So 6.
Yep, 6.
Oh my god.
Ooh, I saw that 6th. You.
Colossal Giant did
something!
something!
Dude, that's the first unit he's ever killed in my list. He stopped up one of your units in the undead for 2 turns and then died. That was about the best he ever did before that.
Wow.
Oh, anyways, yeah. We got more shit to do. Oh, we're gonna jump over to this unit right here. We'll just go that unit, Grok, that unit, that unit.
Okay.
I know it's 18, but I like to recount just to make sure. So 18 coming from them.
Okay.
They only have crushing 3. So they don't have the
Only a
thunderous.
crushing 3.
Well, they don't have the thunderous 1 on top of it because it took damage.
So they need 3s to win.
Yeah.
Right, 3s to hit, 3s to win. Wait, no, those are big shield 6, right? Okay, and then those ones are
No.
defense 5.
Defense 4.
4?
Yeah.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Well, Grok still has to have a pretty good rate round 2. But
Smells blood in the water now.
threes.
I'm gonna have to cut this audio so much. So
Why are you
much
gonna
I'm gonna have
cut
to
it?
cut. Because Juicy with strawberries in him, he kind of likes to
9, yeah.
ad-lib a little too much.
Ad-lib. 9. And 3, so they're good.
Yeah.
Definitely good. Bench. Next round over there. Okay. And then they're anything buts.
Yep.
Dude, what the fuck?
Damn.
What?
Nothing?
Getting some fucking aerial shots. That's what Tom wanted. Okay.
Dice here.
Getting some fucking aerial
13?
shots here.
13.
13? 7. So, Grakogomok is going to roll now. He's got 7. He hits on 3s. Then exploding. So,
D3.
what was I gonna?
Oh.
Dead.
Oh, man.
Okay, so that's what they get, right? That's what he gets.
man.
Crushing 3. Anything but.
You're good. Oh
Oh, no. Anything but those.
3 more.
3 more wounds.
Damn, Grok
But you
was
got some
about
brutal.
to have a fucking crazy start.
8, 16.
16, 17,
Oh,
so
boy.
17 with the
Here,
brutal.
here comes the roll.
Reroll.
No,
One more time. You got a 2 and a
What was it? 17? 23?
17,
Oh, perfect.
23.
plus brutal.
That was with brutal.
Oh, with brutal. Okay, never mind.
17 with brutal.
Nice.
Grok, you almost fucked me,
Wow.
Grok. You almost fucked me.
13. Damn.
Dude,
almost
is
fucking-
this going to be the first time that you might actually get close to winning a game over here with the
I might be
Ogres?
close to
It's a
winning.
good possibility.
Wow.
Close.
This fucking guy.
Oh man, I don't know if I can put this bat rep up then.
Yes, you can.
People are going to start thinking
Yes,
that
you can.
People are going to start thinking that you're really good, and then
No,
we're not
no, I
I'm
don't
not gonna be able to
want
be
that.
a
Don't put that
ringer
up.
this year at Adepticon or next year at Adepticon.
No, I don't want that.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, let's, anyways, yeah.
Yeah.
Reposition. Dude, what the fuck? Get out of my face a little bit. Fuck, man. I love you too. I'm trying to concentrate here, although it's really just about the dice. So there's really nothing to concentrate on now because we're all locked into combat. But still. I love
I'll
you.
get out- I'll get out of
sorry-
your-
I'm
I'll
sorry
get
for
out of your
saying get the fuck
territorial
out of my
bubble.
face. I'm sorry for saying that. That's a really rude thing for me to say, and I'm sorry.
It's okay.
18, so these guys over here.
Do you realize you're going to hurt a lot of these millennials' feelings that are going to be watching this, right?
I don't give a fuck about millennials.
Once again, I'm going to have to cut that out in post-editing.
How many millennials do you think actually play this game?
Most. Millennials are 1980 to 2000.
Fuck, I'm a millennial.
You are a millennial.
Oh my god.
You are a millennial.
I'm at like the tail end though.
It was the beginning.
The beginning, yeah.
Yeah.
The tail end of like when I wouldn't have been a millennial. That's
Yeah,
what I meant.
kids
Like
only actually
the
hear
previous
one. Like,
generation.
bullshit, I'm like, well,
1980.
I know. Well, they
yeah.
keep moving it. I've looked it up seriously 4 times, and they keep moving it. It used to be like 90, and then it's like 86, then it was like 85, and now it's like
The kids who were born in the
80.
the kids who were born in the 80s are way different than kids born in the 90s.
Dude, it's
Let's
like
be
a fucking
honest
night
here.
and day.
You
Yeah.
were born in 93.
86.
Yeah, he was 93.
Okay. I was like,
Anything buts.
Anyway, on to the game.
That was a lot
One
more.
more. There's one more one. In there.
Damn, that's a lot of ones actually.
that's still plenty.
9?
Yeah.
Is it good?
Is that good? I think that's good.
19?
19?
20?
20?
Oh, let's see the roll.
Double ones.
Oh!
Oh, fuck that guy.
Oh, again?
Yep.
A 3 and a 4. It's a 7. Oh my god.
Siege
Wow.
fucking breakers.
Man.
Breakers, boy.
You know what I think it is? Honestly, I think it's the strawberritas. I'm not gonna lie.
Dude, I gotta treat these every time.
You know, I believe in.
Give me another one.
I believe in good luck charms like baseball players, man. You don't want to mess this up.
Well, I'm gonna try not to, but if I start whiffing on the fucking dice hardcore, then there's nothing I can do.
Look, even though it looks like I'm panning towards other things, I swear to God, I'm just trying to focus on the dice.
Like,
man.
seriously, I keep looking at that.
I know, right? It looks wrong. It looks wrong.
Time.
It looks wrong every time.
It's just like facial recognition. Facial recognition. Dick.
This thing knows that you're a dick.
You're in the front, I'm pretty sure. So that one over there. Goblins. There's no way they're gonna do this, but 4s this time because they're not hindered. They're totally not gonna do this. Oh well.
1 more 3.
Yeah, I'm getting to it. I only have so many hands.
This is what is
And then
top of
they have no thunders,
top
so
4.
4s again.
top of 4, man.
4.
Yeah.
Damn, that ain't bad. I mean, it's not gonna do it, but
Oh, 1 and a 3.
hey, the goblins did their job. They acted like a pretty good meat shield. They took a turn.
Hey, they've done what they needed to do.
Yeah.
I think they've made. I think they really have made their
Really,
point.
for a 155.8 unit, you can't expect them to do any more than that.
No.
Yeah, it's true. I like he's just pulling wound counters.
Don't need that.
Well, you know, trying to win here by any means necessary.
I don't think you need to do that right now. I think you're
That's looking good.
pretty well winning.
This guy facing this direction?
Rock turned around, yes.
Okay.
I don't know why I turned him around.
I was actually going to
I
ask
actually
why.
don't remember turning him around. But
That's why I was asking. I was like,
I don't remember turning him.
Oh, no,
I
third.
could have sworn I kept him facing with the other group. But
that's why I asked.
like, I don't know if I hit him with
It'll be interesting to see what
something,
happens to
or-
Grok in 3rd edition. It's going to be interesting to see
Dude,
what happens to a lot of
if I
things in
have
3rd
to run
edition.
Nom Nom, I'll run Nom Nom. I don't give a shit. That guy's broken as fuck, dude. That guy's good.
He is broken as fuck. Yeah.
I just can't see you running Magic. Like, you and Magic don't get along.
I just think it's a waste of points. You know what I mean? I do. Like, I'm probably going to go from the Ogres to the Orcs for that exact reason. Because the Orcs, once they actually balance them, you're probably not going to need Magic. You're going to be able to, like, just maximize points,
Dude, they have-
maximize units,
right
maximize
now, though, they
unit
have a-
strengths, maximize, like, hordes, and just go with that.
They have God Speakers. Like,
I
right
actually
now, they
have.
have a really strong Magic. Well,
I
and so do you
actually had
guys.
2,000 points exactly, and that list worked out great. And then I saw in the tournament that it's like 1995. Totally fucked my day up. It did. It totally fucked up everything. Fucked up all the point costs, like the totals and shit that I've been working at for like a year. I'm like,
Well, you know, they were talking to Shannon Shoemaker about next year's Adepticon, and it really just
Who?
depends. Shannon Shoemaker.
who's that?
Oh my God! You
Is that
shook
person?
his hand when we were there.
Did I?
Smack on the butt.
Oh my God!
Did I give him an ass tap?
Give a good game. Like,
I might have, yeah.
yeah.
Was it somebody I played?
No, he's one of the best players in the country. He's the
Oh,
guy
is
that
he good?
organized. He's the guy that organized, not the older dude, but the younger guy that organized the whole thing. The one that if we had a rules question about, he came over and told you the rule question.
Oh yeah, the old guy.
No, not the old guy.
Not the angry old
Not
Oh
the
my
angry old
God.
guy. I didn't like the angry old guy. He was angry.
Not the
I didn't
angry
like
old guy.
You should be having fun.
These guys should have ones.
4.
You just pick a number. 7.
They definitely didn't do 7.
Just pick a random number.
It was low. I don't remember what it was. Do you remember what it was?
No. But they should have one camera.
Can you look through your camera right now?
For who?
Should they have ones? This team
I think they had
it. And then they
Oh
charge.
yeah, yeah. I think it was like 4 or 5. Yeah. Because that guy
Wait,
waited.
yeah,
those guys did like
right now they have
2.
0.
Those guys did 2, and then that guy did 2.
But right now they have 0.
Right. Yeah. It was probably this dice right here that got moved. Very sorry about that. I believe so. Eric, can you look back through your camera and find out? 'Cause
Sure.
I think it was 4, but I want to make sure.
Sure. Like, are you being serious?
Yeah, I'm being serious.
Oh, for the love of God.
I could have sworn I marked it. I guess the lamaritas or strawberries.
Strawberries.
Yeah, more than I thought.
So over here at these guys.
I thought we were gonna take a smoke break, or you're gonna take a smoke break.
Well, you looked that up, yeah, but I think Tom wants to roll some dice. Yeah,
Right here.
fuck me up. I don't know what to do. It looks good, but I don't want to choke.
So what are we at right now? Turn
Bottom of 4.
Bottom of 4. Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Damn. This game went
Seven.
way quicker than I thought. With the Dwarfs having to march across the board, you wouldn't have thought of
7.
It made a big difference, didn't it?
That's dead. Grok is now outside of inspiring, so he's dead as fuck. Oh yeah, he's got you.
What's this, 12?
12. Maybe that's why I turned.
Yeah.
I don't remember turning. That seems like a pretty good idea right now. He still hit you in the corner, I think. Yeah.
Over here.
Grok likes vengeance. My goal in life is to make everyone hate Grok. That's it. Not anyone else in the list, just Grok.
You mean Grok with Wings of the Honey Maze that was flank charging and getting 3 times the amount of attack?
Right. There, 6.
They're 6, yeah.
Before we realized that we were messing the rules up,
10, 15.
wavered.
Wavered, yeah.
Nice.
Unless your rallying unit is within range, but I don't think they are.
6.
I don't think so. I think that's just 6, yeah. Grok is definitely outside of 9. We'll go like 10 and a half.
It's you over here. Fives. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.
4?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not good.
So right now, pretty much the strategy is just grinding it out in the middle of the board.
7.
Waver.
No. Banner of the Griffin.
Oh!
16, 18, boy.
Damn.
That's lucky.
That was
That's
lucky.
like super lucky.
That's super.
That's awesome. That was fucking lucky.
Over
You
here.
gotta resolve that one, yeah. That's a lot of fucking attacks for those workers. Fuck.
Got the one wiggly rock rider over here.
Dude, he's rolling average. What the fuck is going
Yeah,
on,
like
dude?
fucking ass.
I know, right? When he
says-
rolled
he says-
average, he's
Yeah,
ass.
he's like, it's
What's
ass,
the-
it's total shit. And it's like, that's like 50%, but yeah.
What's
okay.
his defense?
Oh, 5, yeah.
That's what it's like for the rest of us mere mortals.
Yeah, no shit, dude.
Haven't sold our
Yeah.
soul to the dice gods.
5. I should have stole those fucking dice, too. I'd do it.
Melted them.
Yeah,
Would have thrown him in a bond.
I
Should have thrown him in a bonfire.
Oh
Fucking
my
danced
God.
around him.
I like looked at Eric and I'm like, guess what? He's like, what? I'm like, I have Tom's
Look at
dice.
that.
Oh my god, man.
Well,
Wow.
if you want me to get my first win ever against
2.
you, then if 2. All right.
This will be a first win ever, won't it?
If I win.
If that's
But it
true.
will be the first time, yeah.
IFF right now.
What?
What? No.
Ever. And dude, how long have we been playing? 4 years now?
It's been a long time.
It's been 4 years.
It's been 4 years.
I gotta win in 4 years.
That was good. That's fucking
So-
breakers.
They're nasty, right?
So let's talk through why are you calling it right
you
now?
Get,
Just
4
so
of them for 1,000 points.
Because it's his turn. So he's going to destroy this unit.
Okay, sorry,
That
go
unit's
ahead.
dead.
He's gonna
That unit's
destroy-
dead.
Instead, he can destroy this unit probably. He's probably
I'd probably try and shoot it. Well, no, I wouldn't shoot it.
He'd
I'd
probably actually like
yeah.
charge this, shoot this.
Yeah.
and
Okay.
Both those units are gone.
So both those
those
units are gone.
This unit's gone. This unit's gone. They're actually wavered, but they'll have one guy left on the table.
And he can't. He doesn't count in terms of dominate anyway, right?
It doesn't matter.
So at this
I have
point,
one unit on the table, he has like 5.
so at this point, this unit will be gone, right? That's what you're saying, because they have 7 wounds. They're about ready to get hit by them, and they're going to get hit by that unit over there.
Grok
So
is just in range of these guys.
Yeah.
So when I turn Grok, I guess
He had a plan.
I was thinking ahead. Yeah, I don't remember it.
so Grok's
I don't remember all.
gonna wipe out your Brock Riders.
Yeah.
So he's gonna hit their wipe them out, and then this unit's wavered, but it doesn't matter anyway because this is an individual. So regardless what happens there, you're gonna have 2 hordes. You're
One
gonna
on
wipe
the
out
flank.
this horde.
Yeah, it's gonna, my big shield.
That's
So realistically,
Yeah.
yeah, you're gonna win by unit strength to the middle.
He's gonna win because I'm gonna have 1 guy left on the table.
Hey, congratulations, man!
First
That was
Congratulations.
a good game.
That's good.
It was looking pretty good for me, I thought. I was like, and then all
There's
of
the
a sudden,
handshake.
shield breakers.
Yeah, as soon as the shield breakers hit you, and I'm just like, anything butts, and you're like, what?
What? My 6 defense like means nothing. That's fucking gross.
Well, and then I had
And I
that
thought the
one,
low
I had
nervous
that
stuff, but
one
like I
good
had
turn.
whiffle fucking dice.
Yeah. I had that one good turn too where I fucking did like, what, 20 wounds?
Something
That one
crazy, man.
unit
That was
fucking missed one.
gross.
And then I was
Yeah.
like, anything butts, and like, one more?
Yeah, it was fucking painful.
Like
Those
16?
guys were nasty,
16
man.
wounds?
Yeah, that was good.
Siege breakers are nasty. Oh
They're
my-
nasty. I do like them. The only reason I stopped using them, like I said, was because Eric was shooting me down.
Because of his janky alphas. Alphas kill
Because the
everybody.
elite with the fucking Bane chant.
Hey, you know what? You know what? It worked.
Yeah.
At the time, it was legal per the game, and it worked. So,
Yeah, it was pretty broken.
But I think
I played with
me like every other.
Playing with the Rat King with the snare and
Yeah,
stealthy
yeah.
and shit, and he still just
he was still fucking
fucking
yeah.
mowing his down.
Yeah, you couldn't fuck with that
No.
list. It was
And you
like
just sit back and
three
just roll
bolt
dice,
throwers,
like you're-
fucking 2 units of
You don't need bolt
The
throwers, you just had
archers.
the 2 units of archers.
well, yeah, the bolt throwers too for the fucking heavy units.
Oh, that was
They get
wild.
punched
You're
through.
talking years and years ago.
That's when I fucking tried to run the siege breakers and I got tabled turn 3 off
Stick with
shooting.
those guys. Those guys
And I was like, oh god.
Yeah.
4 for 1,000 doesn't seem like too much, does it? I don't think so.
And
If
then
you have
switch,
banner,
like
the
you said,
griffin or
switch
rock.
the Goblin Calf for chariots.
That's what I'm
Then
thinking.
you'd
Yeah.
have a nasty list. If you
That's
put
what I'm
solid-
thinking. Because the goblin cab just aren't really necessary in this list.
Yeah.
I don't think the big shield 6.
I
You
can't
don't.
smash
You
with
don't.
you. And I have a pretty good fucking tar pity army. And I
I
can't,
don't
I can't
know.
compete with it. There's no way.
I don't know if I've seen an army that has units that can really just tar pit like the dwarves for the
Not
points per
against that,
cost.
shit.
For the points per cost, yeah. You
He
could maybe
brings the
try and
hit,
do like the
crushing
rock
four.
thorns or something like that, but
You'd have to run shooting. That's the only way you can kill that army.
that's what he did.
Hey, you know what? You know, Tom, I all I have to say is it's your fault.
It's my fault.
You're the one that taught us. So you're the one.
Here we go.
Just so everybody
Yeah.
knows, he's kind of like our sensei here. So when it comes
He's
to
kind of
wargaming,
like a big bitch. I fucking hate losing to.
so Tom
I
taught.
always lose to.
So Tom taught me this like over 10 years ago. He said, you're going to shoot anything that you can't kill in combat, and you're going to kill things in combat that you can't shoot. So it's your fault. I'm sorry, but you created a monster. So the elves are
Iron, man.
the elves are actually your fault.
I don't know, that's my fault. I need to take Ronnie Red's fault for fucking.
Yeah, fuck Ronnie. It's like, you just
Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa! Oh my
that far.
God, man! You liked Ronnie
Yeah.
just because he told you got to play better.
No, that's why I liked him.
I mean, he called you out on
He
the
was
carpet,
just like,
man.
I'll call you out in a second. I'm like, all right, I like this guy.
Yeah, he called you right out on the carpet. He
I'm
was like,
not sensitive. I don't give a shit. I was like, fucking Brits. I guess they know what's up.
Yeah,
"Yep." All right, we're gonna come back and go over the game a little bit more.
I can see it.
It's close.
I can see it. I'm
It's
like,
close,
oh, I got
huh?
14. You'll never know that's coming.
I did. I
You
saw it. Saw it, and then Eric was like, why are you moving them into sacrifice? And I'm just like, I have to.
You gotta remember,
They have to.
I was too busy
I
with
don't
the
have a
damn
choice.
camera. I didn't
He
know.
saw the game.
Yeah, I was too busy with the damn
He saw what was
camera.
happening, which normally he doesn't do.
Normally he doesn't do against you.
I do with
I don't
Eric.
understand.
With Eric, I do a lot.
It's like he focuses a lot more, but like with you, he's just like.
One time,
I have a half-
I can only say this one time about Eric. One time I actually had him thinking that it was one turn earlier than it was.
Yeah, I remember
One
that.
turn. The whole fucking. I don't know how it happened, but I'm like, he totally thinks it's one turn earlier, doesn't he?
That actually messed me up because I was thinking, I'm like, oh, the game's up. Oh, wait a minute, the game's not. Oh, because you play for that. You play for the different turns.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
you're gonna play differently if it's turn 7 or turn 6 or turn 5. You're gonna
Yeah,
play different.
and then all of a sudden it was like, he's like, oh yeah, I can just fly over there. I can turn, then I can fly over, and then I can contest it. I'm like, no, you can't. He's like, what? I'm like, it's the last turn.
Oh.
He's like,
Yep, I was
you
like,
fucking kidding me?
oh,
He's
what?
like, I thought it was. I'm like, I know you did. I recognize it like turn 2.
Yeah.
So the moral of that story is keep track of turns.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Keep track of turns. And
Because-
don't expect your opponent to always be honest with you either.
You got that
no,
cool turn
not
counter
juicy.
thing from version 3?
Yeah.
That thing's
Yeah, we're gonna get the turn counter with third
cool.
edition. So
Oh, yeah.
hopefully the thing's gonna look cool. Well, we are. I don't know about you.
You'll buy
Well,
it.
I always play with them because they're the only people that I know that play, so they're gonna have it. So I don't really need to
He's
get
gonna buy
it.
it at DEFCON 2020.
Yeah.
Well, I
Or
think I'm
Emerald
actually gonna
Place
get third
overnight.
edition. Third edition at Adepticon.
When he's sleeping on his cot.
20%.
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
scroll through the book.
That's what I did this last time.
I know, it's crazy.
Did not work.
But 2019, the con 2019 at Adepticon.
Yeah.
To play
Just-
in the COD
so
19 tournament.
So we all played in Adepticon. This guy did not buy the book until we were
I bought
actually
it from
there.
Ronnie. I was
at
supporting Ronnie.
Adepticon.
I was
He actually
supporting
bought
Ronnie.
it from Ronnie. Ronnie
Yes.
actually said you
He
need
gave me a
book.
fucking discount.
Yep. Ronnie gave him the discount. Was like, here, you're gonna need this if you're gonna play in the Clash of Kings tournament for 2019. You might need the friggin' rule
You
book.
might need the rule book. It's gonna help.
So, but hey,
My big downfall was just that one unit. I needed one more unit of fucking boomers or shooters. Yeah.
your big downfall was you should have ran. Apparently, you should have ran Siege Breakers. You got your first win over here.
4 years.
Yeah, in
That's
4
impressive.
in 4 years, and how many games?
A lot.
20, 30?
Ah, fuck.
Way
it
more
wasn't-
than that.
More than that?
It wasn't more than 30. I haven't been over here and played more than 30 games.
In 4
There's
years?
been years where we've only come over like 4 times, 5 times. Hasn't been
Anyway,
quite
it's
that
a,
many
it's a
games.
lot. It's a lot.
It's
of
been
games.
a long time.
It's a lot.
It's
of
been a
games.
lot of games.
So let's talk about MVP. Who's your MVP, even though you lost? Anybody?
They all let me
No
down.
MVPs. Everybody
I was
lets you
gonna
down.
say,
What about you?
you killed 2 units, right?
Was your Brock Riders maybe?
The Brock Riders,
They did okay.
they did good. I
I
thought.
mean, they killed some goblins. Goblin cat. Yay.
You know what's nice is when we're all sitting down, you don't seem quite as tall.
That's nice.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because then we're not
Down.
like, hey
We're all
Tom.
like, we're all like the
hey."
same height almost.
Yeah, almost.
I'm actually the shortest right now.
Well, that's because you're slouching.
Still like to be comfortable,
That's because
relaxed.
you're slouching. So what about you? What's your most valuable player?
Shield breakers.
Shield
Overall,
breakers,
right?
yeah. Yeah, overall.
Just all of
like
them?
the 3 units of shield breakers definitely held down and crushed.
So are they?
Yeah,
They're
they did what they were supposed to do.
So they're shield breakers,
They're,
right? Not
they're
siege breakers.
They're siege breakers.
Okay.
So
Sorry, everybody.
they did what they were
We've been
supposed to
messing
do.
that up because they're shield breakers
For the dwarves.
For the
and
dwarves,
siege
yeah.
breakers. So sorry, please.
They broke my shields, so we call them shield breakers.
So please go easy on us. Sorry about that. So
Yeah,
just
I think
all
it was
of them MVP?
yeah, all 3 of them because they all 3 held, killed, held, and then killed.
Yeah.
Okay. What about
Everything else kind of like tanked. I mean, I guess the
what about least valuable player then? Well, which
no,
unit?
actually the shooters did a pretty good job
Shooters
of like
were
putting
nasty,
wounds
too.
on and like forcing him to like come up to me, and then I could backpedal a little bit.
It was gross.
And that's why I started running the shooters. Is so if you had superior range to me and you had me outmatched on the flank, I could backpedal a little bit,
Yeah.
like just for 1 or 2 turns, just give him 2 turns to
36
shoot,
range.
something like
Piercing
that.
two.
You know.
Yeah.
So what about your least valuable then? What's one unit that you could have taken out of that game and it wouldn't have made a difference?
None of them.
I was gonna say no.
Okay.
They
No,
know
I
that
mean,
they're
because the Goblin Cab are not that strong, but they have 20-inch range, and they definitely stopped up and did wounds. The entire there was nothing I could have taken out really.
Okay.
They all performed, I think.
Okay. What about you?
They're
Least
all-
valuable.
They all do good. They just didn't do well on that.
Okay. Fair enough.
Every unit was good. They did really well. What they're
So-
supposed to do. But they can't stand up to crushing 4.
So what did you? What
The
did,
first one, Crush
Or whatever
It
it is.
so what did Juicy do effectively then? That, other than the unit being what it is, what did he do effectively that helped him win this time, as opposed to the other however many times he's lost? Like you were talking earlier, like he saw it.
Yeah,
he
he
saw
played
the
well.
moves. He was thinking a couple moves
I
ahead.
had Rock Riders on the shooters. Um,
He was within like a quarter
Quarter
inch of a charge, and I caught it.
Yeah.
Luckily.
Turned the giant. Moved up to boomers. Rather than let me
yeah.
get behind him.
Yeah, that was huge. That,
That
was
was
actually
huge.
that
That
was
was a
like
big play.
the main
Moving him
thing.
out of the forest, right?
Which sucked because I had to sacrifice that whole unit, but I knew that he was going to trip charge me, get behind me, and then like turn them all, and then be in the flanks.
So I remember.
had to sacrifice.
So
them.
in old Warhammer,
And then I got lucky because the shooters or the boomers are actually 12-inch moves, so I could actually get the fuck out of there, move ahead of the siege breakers, and then let them.
Did you move to 11 forest?
no.
You did.
Did I? I don't think I did. No, I moved 6. Yeah, that's
Did
right.
you?
We will
Yeah.
have to go back and look and see if he
Maybe.
did.
Yeah, because that would have been big.
That would have been
That would've
big.
been-
Yeah, that would have been huge.
Here's the thing,
Pretty
guys.
sure he did
We're not
before
playing in a
last.
tournament,
I don't think I
so
moved 12, but-
we all, there's going to be things that happen when you're playing casual games, and
I think I moved 6, yeah.
we'll have to go back and look.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Because oh yeah, that's right. Remember, because we had a big argument about it where Eric was talking about, and then you pivoted? And I'm like, yeah, I moved 6, and then I pivoted because I had to.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was 6, yeah. Anyways, yeah.
Okay,
So
I brought
luckily,
something up about it to
luckily
help.
they at least had 6-inch base move that I could get the fuck out of there. Yeah.
So I remember in old Warhammer, there was a rule that you taught us, and that was, your unit's got to make back its points.
Yeah.
Right, so if you got a 500 point unit, it's got to at least kill
500
another
points.
500 points,
Yeah.
right? Well, I think that this scenario is a little bit different because ultimately it's about unit strength. It's not about points,
Yeah.
right? And so you sacrificed a 230, 240. How much are they?
Blessing,
Blessing of the gods.
Yeah. it had a
So what, 245-ish, somewhere around there?
230
Sorry, we
base,
don't remember the exact
230
point
base,
cost.
and then the Blessing of the Gods is what?
25.
25? Yeah.
Yeah, 25. So you sacrificed that unit.
I
Now
didn't
it'll,
want to.
it'll
Voicemail.
It just wrecked this fucking
right, just wrecked the whole thing.
Voicemail.
So in old Warhammer, I'm sorry we keep bringing up old Warhammer, but let's be honest here, it's the closest to this game that we can relate something to. That would have been huge, right? I mean, you don't want to sacrifice units in old Warhammer. There was really no scenario where it was okay to sacrifice a unit,
If
right?
you sacrifice a unit to make me funnel in and have to charge that unit,
Right.
okay.
But in this game, in Warhammer, not necessarily,
Same
right?
thing.
There were some.
If you can
King's
lose
War.
a 200 point unit.
Well, no, I'm
to
talking
gain-
about Warhammer. So, like in Kings of War, in this scenario, you can do that because this scenario is about unit strength in the center of the board. So if you lose,
You're not really supposed to.
Yeah, if you're
Well,
gonna lose a
ultimately,
200
yeah.
point unit, but you kill 700-800 points
Right.
of guys,
Right.
Because you're
Then it's
sacrificing a unit,
worth
then
it.
it's okay.
So then, in a way, even if you do sacrifice your unit, sometimes you're making it up in different ways.
Yeah.
So it's not always a bad thing. So that's all I was trying to say is that you did
It's not
good
always-
by
it's-
sacrificing.
It's very situational too, because like if my Goblin Cav, when they charged after that sacrifice, had not held up for one more
Yeah.
turn,
Little
That's
stuff.
true. That would have made a difference.
then it would
wouldn't
have been totally different. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So there's no way that I could have known that. I just knew that he outplayed me on that flank, and I had no other choice but to move out and sacrifice him. Period. Otherwise, I stood no chance.
Yeah.
So do you guys have just one pivotal part of this game where it literally just turned the whole game one way, or was it just a bunch of little?
For
things?
me, it was when I trip charged in the center and I actually killed it. I was able to reposition.
with
Easily
Grok.
killed him.
Yeah.
Yeah, so many wounds.
Dude, I didn't even have to roll rock.
It was Grok and 2 siege breakers, right? You were trip
It
charged.
was, yeah. But the 2 siege breakers pretty much put him at 21 or 20,
It was-
and then one
yeah,
more with
For
brutal or something.
And
like
then,
that.
not to add salt to the wound, but you actually were playing with less points.
Yes, I think
So we were trying to play with 1990, which
I think it
is
was
or
like
1995,
75 or something like that.
which was what Adepticon was at. We were trying to play with that or close to that this time. You were actually under. Right?
True, but the Colossal Giant's kind of a piece of shit, and I was trying to run a whole other.
You know what?
Siege breakers.
He did
too.
his job though. I mean,
Yeah, but siege breakers over there would have been even
Would've been
more
nastier.
nasty.
Oh, man,
Way
it
it would have been
nastier
totally
is.
nasty.
than the
Yeah,
Colossal
totally
Giant.
nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, it still worked though. It still worked.
Because
It
you
still
could double
worked.
charge both those two units. You probably could pop both the shield breaker units right off the front.
So
Siege breakers are good.
They're so good.
They're really good. Well, they're good. Okay, so let me rephrase that. They're good against people like me and Tom, who like to horde stack
Smashy
and do
smash.
smashing against
not quite. the
this
same.
guy with the elves right here.
My good old
Not
elves.
so good. Well, actually,
Everybody
after
that
the shooting nerf, maybe they're a little
it
bit
changed
better.
a little
but-
bit. It changed a little bit. Yeah.
'Cause you
Everybody
can't-
that
you can't
plays
fucking-
elves, you guys know how I feel about that. So anybody that watched the
I'm
or
not
li-
talking shit. I'm just saying.
anybody that listened to the Elf Army review from Countercharge, we're kind of, it is what it is with elf players. It's just kind of people hate us or they don't. Most of the time they hate us unless you're another elf
I
player.
think Jesse actually has it correct. Elf player, you're kind of
Kind of arrogant, kind of
Yeah,
dicks.
yeah,
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
yeah,
Kind of a dick,
definitely.
yeah.
Yeah, he had it right. And that
Because it's funny because you are actually kind of a dick.
right? Yeah, it kind of fits our play style.
Yeah.
It kind of fits personality. Yeah, totally. So real quick, we're getting close to the end, obviously, of second edition. We only have a couple more months left until third edition drops. So we don't have very much longer in second edition. What have you guys liked about second edition?
It's great. Don't ruin it. Keep
Yeah,
the
don't
game
fuck it up.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't fuck it up.
Why was it great?
I've had
Because it
no
was
problems with
because it was so
that whatsoever.
streamlined, right?
There's like 5
It wasn't very
pages of rules.
complicated.
Like that's what there is.
Yeah.
5 pages. Don't make it complicated. Don't make it Warhammer.
Yep.
Don't add a bunch of rules.
Yeah, we don't want that.
We'll worry. 'cause
We
I
do
heard
not
about
want
the whole
movement after 1 inch back. I think turn and do stuff.
I've seen that
Take it
before
easy.
though.
You've seen what before?
Trying to stop the corkscrews. What you're trying to do.
Oh, okay. Well,
I mean, the corkscrew's not bad. I mean,
No, it's
because
super bad.
no, it's not that bad.
The
Because,
corkscrew.
dude, think about it right now. Like the monsters and shit like that. What else do they have? What else do the monsters have? They don't have high attacks. They don't have like super high nerve.
well, now we're gonna have Titans.
Yeah.
We're gonna have Titans,
like,
so it's
they
gonna
gotta have
change.
something. Like the fact that they can actually see stuff over like other 1 inch models and corkscrew
But you get the
in.
flank.
That's what makes them.
I mean,
like
it
what
makes
they
them
are.
something great. Too good. You have a 200-point monster that automatically flank stuff.
I mean, have you ever corkscrewed any of us?
That doesn't sound right. Don't put it like that.
I'm just saying.
That just does not
I'm just
sound
saying,
right.
like, I guess I would have to see somebody actually wrecking me, and there's nothing I can do with the corkscrew for me
The
to
last game
actually
I
like
played-
judge it.
In Adepticon, I got corkscrewed.
I got
Flanked
corkscrewed
and-
against fucking Tim. I'm coming for you next year, Tim.
Oh shit!
Tim's
Hey,
calling out Tim's
Wow,
Hey.
he's calling out the what was it?
And then
the
I'll buy you a
Mantic-
beer.
The Mantic
After
US
you
champion.
rape
Yeah,
me.
he's going to.
He's
After you rape me, I'll buy
He's
you a
calling
beer.
you out. Yeah.
calling you
Well,
out.
he
But
got
anyways,
he
yeah,
gave you
no,
a beer, didn't he?
Yeah,
Didn't he
did.
give you a beer after he
Well, I
beat
think
you?
it was his buddy's beer, but
Well, but
He
he
definitely
still
gave
made
me
the
a
act
beer.
of
It was-
giving you the beer, right?
yeah. And then I gave his buddy's beer because I got confused and I don't know whose beer it actually was, but I don't care. Anyways, the point is yeah, that was
Wow.
that was the first time I've been corkscrewed.
Wow.
That was the
Hurts.
first time I've been corkscrewed.
It hurts.
I said.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not fun. I was just like,
It's the first time he's ever been corkscrewed.
well, because we never do that.
No.
And so and then he like explained it to me, and I'm like, yeah, that totally makes sense.
Yeah.
Fuck.
As long as
I
you
never
got the
saw how
range.
it worked until
Oh,
I saw
shit.
that.
As long as you
I
got
don't
the
learn
range.
monsters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And who knows? I mean, I wonder if monsters or titans are going to be more prevalent in third edition. Who knows? I hope not, because
I hope
I've
Titans
also
are like super overpowered, so I can just buy like a $500 model and win. That'd be so dope.
Hey, there's this other game system. It's called Warhammer 40K.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, you could totally do that.
Dude.
Yeah, it's totally cool.
Dude.
Yeah, like, they don't care about tactics. It's all about money.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I've got a little bit of money. I can do
pretty
that.
I hope to God we don't get like. Yeah, I hope we don't get taken down because of that. Anyway, what else? So what did you like about second edition that you hope doesn't get changed?
Everything. Yeah, I haven't had one single problem other than fucking
Oh,
army-wide special rule.
Hold on
elite.
a sec. Okay.
I don't
All right.
understand how
All
you
right.
can have a fucking
There it is.
army-wide special rule
Here it
elite,
is.
which
Here it is.
which counts for magic, shooting,
Yeah.
and melee.
Fix flyers a bit.
One fucking rule.
Fix
Well, I don't
them.
like
Flyers.
flyers. Yeah,
Yeah.
the flyers I'd say with Trump's like elite.
Try and spread it around.
Elite's annoying, but
Whoa! Hold on a sec. Wait, what? You
Dude, I
think
don't
that
like
flyers?
flyers are
trump-
fucking broken.
So
They're
if
pretty
they were to
broken.
fix flyers, you'd be okay with the elves still having the lead.
Yes.
Wow.
Seriously, I don't like flyers. I think
Wow.
that this game needs to be like a little bit more brutal, like a little bit more up close and personal, and there's got to be something they can do with flyers.
Yeah.
Okay.
If
Fair enough.
it's a flying unit and it's got, you know what I'm saying, like maybe just run 2 per army, 1 per army.
Like
Something
limit.
I don't
limit the
I don't
amount of
know.
flyers.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know,
Yeah.
something like
We're
that.
talking about making them regular.
Yeah, so
The
that way you
regular
can
would
only
be perfect.
take.
Yeah.
That way you can only
That
take
would
so
be
many
fucking
of them.
perfect.
That way you
Because
can
you
take
look
Drakon
at the
riders.
Master 2018, whatever that guy's name was, when he ran 4 hordes of chariots and 4
Oh, yeah.
dragons,
That's fucking stupid.
and that's like your army. You should have more diversity in your army.
Yeah,
Right.
You should
And
actually
so
have
they're-
more like you have to position,
like
you have to
infantry,
like actually
too.
play, you have
More
to,
units.
You know, yeah.
More different types of units.
Yeah,
too.
totally.
You should have just dropped 40 or 8 units on the table,
So-
4 of each, and be like, here's my army.
So one of the things that they were
That's
bringing
fucking
up
dumb.
as well is they were going to try and work unit strength to where infantry units, like regiments, hordes, blocks of infantry models might actually have more unit strength, so that way it kind of balances the game out a little bit. I don't know, you guys are the same way. I like seeing those big blocks of infantry. I
do
love
too.
seeing
Yeah.
those 3 hordes of dwarves, all those little fucking dwarves. I love seeing them just stacked
to
up,
be
ready
6.
to go. Like that.
I don't want to see.
Used to be 6 with some fucking steam golems. Oh, by the way, dwarves, they should cost a little bit more. It's a little bit
What?
ridiculous that
Come
they're that
on.
fucking cheap. Dude, I looked through the fucking army list. It is ridiculous they're that
Really?
cheap. And then the fucking golems, or the, what the fuck
He
are those
keeps
called?
barking up the wrong. He
The
keeps barking up the
steam,
wrong.
Steel behemoth.
The steel behemoth. Why is it that fucking strong?
Because
for that
it's
fucking cost?
Ronnie's favorite
Dude, that's
army.
nuts.
It's
It's like-
Ronnie's
that's
favorite
stupid.
army.
It's
It's
defense
like
6.
250 points.
That's not very much.
It's also
and it's
Ronnie's
for a unit
favorite army.
For a unit that basically you can't kill unless you have siege breakers, or something with like fucking crushing 3.
Or you can
That
shoot
gets
him.
26
The
attacks.
thing about the, I mean, they're pretty strong. but
that
the
has
thing
flame
is-
breath.
Yeah, they're melee 5.
Come
which is their
on,
downside.
bro. It's nuts.
I'm only 5. That's all I gotta say. They're terrible.
Those are nasty.
They're horrible in combat, but you can shoot them and you can't kill them, but they're horrible in combat.
Yeah, you can't. You literally cannot shoot them off
How
the
many
board.
attacks do they get in combat?
It's like 20 plus D6.
Yeah, 20 plus D6.
But you need 5 to hit.
Oh my God,
Fives.
fives. They can't
Fives
be
to
killed.
hit.
What's a-
Against a regular unit, you can't fucking kill them.
What's a
They
siege
can
breaker
stop them.
unit? What's a siege breaker?
The siege breaker unit is the
Oh,
one
God.
unit that can kill them.
But what's the point
Oh,
cost?
no.
250.
And you need 3s?
Yes.
And I need 5s.
Yep, but you got shooting.
You
Yeah,
got
a little
breath attack too.
A lame ass-
Little
Dude,
breath
breath
attack
attack is fucking
on that
nasty.
one dude. What's the special one? The special steel behemoth. What's
He's
his
like
name?
400 points.
Hell yeah, he
Golux
is.
Fury?
Golux Fury. Yeah, I think I
340, I think. That's crazy.
Dude,
That's
that
almost
guy
a quarter
wrecks
of
an
your army.
entire
man.
fucking horde every fucking turn of the ogres. Most hordes, not so much, but
18
Anyway,
attacks with-
we're getting off track here. So anyway,
that
what are-
steel behemoth is
What are
stupid.
you? So other than simplifying, hopefully keeping the game streamlined, is there something that you are hoping for in 3rd edition? Out of all the rumors that we've heard, we haven't talked about rumors on here yet, but out of all the rumors that you've heard, what is the one thing that you are hoping for?
No, it's great. Don't mess
That's
with
a good
the
game
rules.
system,
Like,
yeah.
don't
Fine, fair enough. Don't mess with the rules.
don't mess with
Otherwise,
them.
he's
They
gonna
were
come
so
and cut
good.
you with a box cutter.
They were so
That
good.
doesn't sound right. I'm sorry. That was not a legit threat.
He actually
Not
used to work
saying.
at Home Depot, so he knows.
He knows how to fucking wield a box cutter.
Yeah.
What about you? What's the one thing you're hoping for?
Don't mess with the rules.
Two things. I like the game system the way it is. Maybe a little bit more like options to customize and just finagle stuff like
Like
just
a little more
just
complexity. I
a
guess?
little bit more complexity to where you can build your list, add some stuff, like
That's how
some
you break
units
the
with
game.
some different like special rules, but nothing that breaks. Just
That's
like
how you
subtle,
break
no subtle,
man.
'Cause you
subtle
get,
rules.
You
Like
get Death Stars. If you do
no,
it that
no,
way,
no,
you
like
get Death Stars.
like subtle rules that just feel like maybe a
So
little
like
more
I don't know, like
void,
wizard tiers,
something like that.
like wizard tiers.
Or like maybe a couple more units that have like Vanguard and the Forces of Nature or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. Like to where you can just customize your army specifically within like your.
I can add Crushing Strength to unit, make a Death Star. That's what it is.
Anyways.
There's a
I
balance
think
there
it's-
that I
I think
think
it's
has
good.
to be found. I agree with you a little bit. I would like a little bit of
Little
complexity,
more-
but I
little more
don't want to sacrifice the streamlining, and I don't want it to break the game. So hopefully with
I don't-
3rd edition, we're going to see
Maybe
a little
just
bit of
like some more special rules for like some individual units and stuff like that. Like nothing like massive, but like when you first introduced me to like Warhammer, was that fantasy? Like for instance, like the elves, like they have one cool special rule where they get like a 3rd rank of like attacking.
Mhm.
Like that was cool. It didn't like game break anything. It was only 5 more
It
attacks.
was-
They have the
Pretty-
same kind of thing now.
But it was kinda cool,
It's called
you know
Elite
what I'm
for the elves. It's one special rule that really adds something.
So here's the thing, Ronnie. Me and Tom have talked about this a lot, and we think that the elves
Oh, man.
each turn should have to denote what their elite is going to work for, and we
Yeah.
think that would balance it out perfectly.
And
fine.
I'm an elf player, and I actually
Because
think that would be fine too.
He,
You gotta
he,
tell
he
if
could
it's
look at
melee,
it.
you
He
gotta
could
tell
look
them.
at the majority, and and that would add more complexity to his
Right.
list because he'd have to cater to either melee, ranged, or like magic. And then, but every turn he has to denote like this
Right.
is this
Before my
elite's
turn,
gonna
right.
be
At least
shooting
gonna be
this
for
turn.
melee. At least gonna be for shooting. At
Right,
least
rid
gonna
of
be for
that
magic.
entirely.
Dude,
No
that would
elite.
totally balance it out way more than it is
No
now.
elite. So
Dude, it
every
would balance
He
He
wants
wants so
elves
much
to
more.
suck so that
No.
dwarves can be awesome.
Dwarves suck.
You're paying. You have elite.
Dwarves
I
are
pay
fucking
25
OP.
points for one unit to have elite.
Mhm.
One unit. You have a name across the board. Like I have elite. across
Damn
the
right.
board.
Well, except for hunters in the wild. But yeah, other than that, yeah, across the board.
I think if you have to, I think if you have to
one
denote it,
unit.
it'll be a little bit different because
So from what it
the
sounds like,
problem
they're
that I'm
getting
running
rid
into
of
right
that.
now is it's just like, okay, I'm gonna charge you with these 2 people, they get elite. I'm also gonna shoot you with these 2 units, that also gets elite.
I'm
In
gonna
this
do some
exact
magic.
same turn, I'm also gonna do magic, that gets elite.
We've talked about that.
That's the
before.
problem. That's the only problem that I have.
Yes,
because I feel like that's a little
So
bit
I
too
have
strong.
headstrong with the dwarves. How many times do you use it in the game? 3?
A lot. What the fuck are you talking about, dude? They're cheap as fuck, and they have high ass nerf. They use headstrong all the damn time.
I have headstrong, so I use it.
I don't
with
think
4
you used it once this game.
No, 4
Well,
games.
it's because I fucking. Well, that was a
Destroyed
little
me.
bit different. It's
But yeah, I
because
use
I-
it
But no, that's a point though. Like what
4
he's trying to
times a
bring
game.
up.
Well, but against my warriors, when I charge him with warriors, he used headstrong all
4
the time.
times a game. You have Pathfinder. You use it what? 10 times a game? You use elite. How
Maybe.
many times do you use it a game?
Every part of the game.
10 times a turn? 5
So-
times a turn?
From what it sounds
I
like, they're
agree.
going to get
I
rid
mean,
of
I
they're going to
think
get rid of their
elites
army
are
by
good
special
too.
rules, right? So that's
I
one of the things
don't-
we've heard.
I don't like that.
You know what? I don't either. Just
I
change
don't
them.
like that at
Change
all.
them up a little bit.
And if you're going to do that, I feel like I said, each unit should have a little bit more customization and like their own special rules. And if you're going to get rid of the army-wide special rules, at least fucking make each unit like a little bit more specialized. That way I can look through it and I can see some complexity and I can put together my list based on like the units. I feel like that's more fun. I
Fair
enjoy
enough.
that kind of shit. I like sitting down and be like getting random ideas and you know what I mean?
Fair enough.
Don't get rid of the Army Line special rules. That's fucked up.
No,
What the
get rid of
fuck? No, what do you mean get rid of it? Oh, that's stupid. That's stupid. I mean, the Ogres don't even have a, like necessarily that good of a one. They just have
Brutal's pretty
Brutal.
close. How many times
It's
have you
okay.
done a game?
It's okay.
10 times?
Huh?
Brutal, 10 times a game? 15 times?
Oh yeah, but it only makes a difference about one or twice
Yeah.
a game.
Headstrong?
Once or twice.
Maybe 2
Once
3
or
times.
twice. Yeah. I mean, it's
And
about the
then
same.
at that, it only works 50% of the time.
Only works 50% of the time.
Because you got to roll 3 or above, right? So, well, I guess it would be a little more than 50% than
Yeah.
3.
But if
Yeah,
you use
I
it
feel
3
like
times.
the Army-wide special rules are actually balanced, except for the
Vicious
elves.
is pretty
Dude,
good.
I've got to admit, being an elf player, elite is okay. I'm not going to say the
creme,
best, just
the
because
creme de la
just because
creme.
you
just said creme de la
play.
creme because most people don't speak French, so creme de la creme.
Here's the thing, though. You mean to tell me that elite and Pathfinder are as good as very inspiring for Kingdoms of Men?
Dude, it's so hard to work the fucking.
But what you just said that they're balanced. Do you really think they're? I don't think they're balanced. You just said that the Army-wide special rules are balanced.
for the most part, I said for the most part. I think elite is not balanced.
Well,
Neither's
Vicious for
Pathfinder.
the- Pathfinder, Vicious.
Vicious
I don't
for the
think-
Abyssal Dwarfs.
Well, here's the thing. Like, I thought Pathfinder was broken until we went to the tournament at Adepticon, and I realized
the
they don't-
Pathfinder is
they
broken.
run terrain, but they don't run every single board with 4 fucking forests.
I don't know where you were, man. I saw plenty of terrain.
I saw plenty of terrain too,
Yeah,
but I
there
didn't
was
see
32 boards.
tons of forests.
There wasn't a lot of forests. And if
That's
there
what
were
I'm saying.
forests, they were
So
little
like,
tiny, like
I don't know what boards you guys are playing on because I played on plenty that had at least
Oh,
2
I was-
forests.
yeah, I was
big.
playing on like boards where you could easily navigate and circumvent the forest, like no problem whatsoever.
I wasn't.
I mean, most of mine.
I have
Not that it
forest.
mattered.
There was
but
a
still.
couple, there was 1 or 2 boards where there was like a massive section of forest on my side, and I'm like, yeah, god damn it. But that was about it.
But what I'm saying though is, if they get rid of
And they don't
Army-wide
even
special
ignore
rules,
hindering.
they don't ignore obstacles.
Right. So
That's because
That's hindering.
it's all hindering. I fucking hate obstacles so much.
He hates
Anyways,
obstacles. You put an
point
obstacle on
is-
the board and it's this big, he will find a way to run his army into that.
Sometimes you have to.
Sometimes you don't, but you find a way to do it.
Anyways,
All right.
the point is Pathfinder's good. Don't get me wrong. Like the
That's the
ability
second
to build,
best. Maybe
yeah,
third
it's
best.
easily the
It's
second
like-
best.
I
Yeah.
don't know,
Don't-
Vicious is pretty good.
Vicious is pretty nasty.
I'd go Vicious.
Vicious is pretty nasty.
Vicious is pretty good, but once again, you have to kind of like model your army,
Iron Resolve is
you know, after it.
Iron Resolve is
Iron
actually
Resolve
pretty good.
can
Like
be
people that play
good
that play
if-
Basileans.
Yeah, I think it's
That's
pretty rough.
yeah.
If you-
That's
if
good.
you
Being able to
couple
bring
it
back
with, like-
wounds all the time.
You
With
pass one
healing
on,
and shit,
you'll
you
be
got
back.
Iron Resolve.
Because
you
like
got healing,
life
you got-
leech, you got to be in combat.
Yeah.
With Iron Resolve, you don't. So if you're getting plinked down by shooting, it's not quite as big of a deal because you're bringing that back. You're bringing at least 1 wound back as long as you're steady. I don't know. That's
I can see
that's
Iron
pretty
Resolve
solid.
being good with
Yeah.
with heal,
Oh,
because
yeah, have a
you know
backup on
you
heal.
got
Pass lands.
3 turns of like
you got to have heal.
you got
It's
3
just,
people
it's like
shooting.
undead. At
You know,
least in
one
my
round
eyes.
is gonna be bad, so you can rely on your Iron Resolve to like heal that one back and like bring it back
Don't the
down.
Aloha heal themselves too? Is that a thing?
The
Well,
Aloha
they-
are really nasty.
Iron
I heard they fucking nerfed them like a long time ago.
They
So
did.
I guess they used to be like super fucking.
They
broken.
did. Yeah,
I think
they
used
were.
to be able to heal themselves.
So just so you guys that are new to the channel know, we've been playing this game for a long time. We're not just new to it.
Since it started, actually.
Yeah, we've been playing since
Not
sec-
since
well,
it
no,
started,
since second
second
edition.
edition. Never played first.
We actually bought
Did we
the
not play first? I thought we did.
the Gamers Edition pack for second edition right when it came out. We started right when second edition started. We didn't play first edition because we were still playing that other game system. And we're kind of refugees of the old world. When they blew up Warhammer, we started playing Kings of War. So
Ranks and Flanks.
Ranks and Flanks forever. It's a good game, and we just hope that third edition cleans up the rules a little bit where there are some pitfalls. Not that there's many.
A little bit more customization without breaking it.
Okay.
I'd be happy with that.
I guess what I want is I want everything to be in
Definitely.
one book. Because I'm a rules fanatic. Like I will read over the rules again and again and again and again until I know what the rules are. I like being able to read one friggin' book. Like having to look through 4 different books to try and figure out rules, it does get kind of old. So it would be nice to have them all in one place, at least for a little bit. I know they're going to keep bringing out Clash of Kings. I know they're going to keep doing
Clash
that.
of Kings is huge. You gotta
It
be
is
fine.
huge, and I
See,
love that
There's
idea.
some-
I love
they're-
the
they're good
concept of it.
changes. I've
They
been
are
looked at
good.
one of those Clash of Kings books and been like, oh, this is ass.
That's because you've never had. Well, I guess you did have one this last time.
I
There's
love
3
them.
of them.
I've got 2 of the most recent ones.
They're getting rid of the whole, what's the groups called?
Formations?
Formations.
Really?
It's all gone.
Why?
Well, for now.
That added so
They
much
brought
more
out- They
customization.
brought out
Come
all the
on.
formations because
Oh,
that was
dude.
to bring out units that were
Okay,
not
so
used.
I'm just going to give you a little hint. You don't take away customization from a game system and then expect it to be better. That's stupid.
Wow.
Do
Getting
you?
all salty on
I
that.
know. Think about it.
But I don't think so. I think they're going to customize it in a different way. They're going to take those.
They better have something.
They're going to
fucking
take
planned.
that mechanic in the game, and I think they're going to use it differently.
I know they don't.
I don't think they're gonna ta- I don't think they're gonna take
it.
it.
But if they're gonna fucking take away formations, they're gonna take away
Why do they bring out
special
formations?
rules.
To help balance it.
To help balance.
To give a little bit of
Right.
flavor to it.
To use units that weren't used.
That weren't
before.
being used.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, you know what I
can take
liked
it and
about
you
it,
get like
though?
a little bit of extra.
What
and
I
you can
liked-
model your army around a formation.
Yeah.
That gave you some customization.
What I also liked about the formations, though, is that it didn't work just to sell models. Like, that wasn't their whole intent. There were some formations they did where they didn't even have models for them.
Yeah.
So that's what I like. It wasn't all about just selling the models, which is
But
what
they
I
wanted to bring back units that weren't used.
Right, the chariots.
Yeah.
Right. Completely.
Chariots.
I love the chariots.
So
My elf chariots.
I don't know why I'm not using them. Your elf
Uh,
chariots are fucking kind of cocksuckers.
They are.
Yeah.
Chariots are
I love
gross.
those
It's
chariots.
like
They're good in combat, but they also slow you down
2 to
for
3
distance.
turns of shooting, and then I'm gonna get the first charge
Yep.
because they're like 18.
But anyway, we're gonna wrap this up. So
Others too.
we're hopefully gonna put out a couple more, maybe another one, maybe 2 bat reps before we get into 3rd edition, and then we're gonna hit 3rd edition pretty hard and really try and put out a lot of battle reports. We're gonna try and get better with each battle report, do things a little bit different. Hopefully you guys like the format this time. Next time probably won't be as much close-up camera stuff. We're gonna mix it up with some other things. I just forgot to bring my SD card for my other camera, so we had to do it this way. We're gonna keep trying to do different things though until we find something that we all really, really like, until it looks really good. So, and we're gonna put out some different content too, and maybe talk about some products and stuff like that. We're not gonna
Like what Juicy uses on his hair.
like what you see uses on his hair. Yep.
Use the product.
But
Questions or comments, direct them towards Eric,
yeah.
and he will give you a nice response.
But that was only one time, and that guy was an asshole.
That's
Anyway,
not an asshole.
yes, he
Call him
was.
out.
I was calling you out for fucking
Yeah,
saying
right.
cock,
He was
balls,
an asshole.
bitch,
Dude, I wrote
suck.
like a whole page. Anyway, hopefully you guys liked it. As much as I don't want to be like those other people on YouTube and say like or subscribe, let us know.
Oh no, definitely subscribe.
Hell
Also,
yeah,
yeah,
sign
why
up.
not?
If you like what we're doing, hey, sign up.
And let us
There's
know if
nobody
you
else.
like it. Let us know if you like it.
Let us know if you like these. What are these?
Oh yeah. Oh, the sandals or the strawberries.
those.
Oh,
yeah.
like
Margaritas.
this.
These are
Let us
awful.
know
Let us
if
know if
Do
you
not
like
get
that because these are
8%
nasty. 8% alcohol.
giving me
I'm
heartburn.
starting to feel it.
Like I feel like I'm developing a gluten intolerance because I'm drinking this.
All right. On that note,
If you have a gluten allergy, let me know. 'Cause I don't think that's real.
Yeah. If
You
you
guys
have a
think
gluten
it's
allergy, do not subscribe. Just go ahead and
Let
leave
me know
right now.
if that's a real thing. 'Cause I don't think it is.
It's not. It's not a real thing.
all right, guys.
Gluten.
Until next time.